was who would Rory McIlroy's next wife would be, it would be like, why are these odds putting a certain CBS reporter as the third favorite to be the girlfriend? Sandwiched between Kim Kardashian and Paige Spear. And that doesn't make sense. I wait and wonder if maybe we'll get further details. U.S. Open talk just a day away from teeing off there. Scotty Scheffler, you could include on the hot list, but we won't. We'll move along for the sake of moving. Get a couple baseball players on the hot list this morning. Aaron Judge is just absolutely scorching. Homered again last night. He's got like 26 homers and 20 doubles, or 28 homers and 20 doubles. The man is just on absolute smoke show right now, and the Yankees keep on keeping on. I had a good day to talk hardball with our buddy Daniel Murphy, because I got another baseball player on the hot list this morning. This cat, Paul Skenes from LSU, is taking Major League Baseball hitters by the ankles, turning them upside down, and shaking out their lunch money. Did it again yesterday, motored through the Cardinals, the regularly hitting 100 miles an hour. He's got a strikeout rate that's better than anybody who's ever started a major league career. And the former LSU ace, the Pirates are now 5-1 in his starts. He's not 5-1, but in the games that he started, they have finished 5 times on the victorious side. Couple more. Kristaps Porzingis is on the hot list only because his status for tonight's Game 3 of the NBA Finals, I think, is so important. If Porzingis is, and this might already, the answer to this we may have already. If he can have a healthy finals. Well, he doesn't have a healthy finals. He went from missing 3 weeks or 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it was, to coming back, playing Game 1 exquisitely, some would say. Gets injured in Game 2 with what they're calling like some freak, never-before surprise, hard-to-determine injury, whatever that means. And his status kind of goes back up in the air. I think Boston wins the series by the time they're done with 7, if it goes that far, even without Kristaps Porzingis. But with him, 5, maybe? That would be my inclination. I haven't exactly nailed the winners of these series as they've gone along. I've gotten caught up in the flood of recency. And we've seen those tides go in and out in these playoffs. I'm not going to count Dallas out, not what we've seen Luka and Kyrie do. Kyrie's got to play better. That is the absolute drumbeat of the storyline. But when it comes to a hot list in Game 3 tonight, I think the status of Kristaps Porzingis matters as Boston tries to jump up 3-0. The Celtics have the best 3-year run in postseason histories when it comes to road games. Their winning percentage in the last 3 years, it's like with the 91-93 Bulls or 93-96, one of those Bulls teams during that run, and then it was Kobe and Shaq, 01-03. The current 3-year run that the Celtics are on when it comes to road record, winning percentage on the road, matches those two. Now, what do those other two teams have that the Celtics don't? Multiple titles in that span. Not just a title, multiple titles. So weird that the Celtics would be as good as they've been, not just this year, 6-0 on the road in the postseason this year, but overall in the last 3 years, and not have anything really to show for it. All right, and I saved, I think, the best for last. In fact, it's so touching that we're going to have to find the press conference, the soundbite, as it were, in the break, ET.
Okay.
But last on the hot list this morning, certainly not least, is Kalia Cooper. Do you know who Kalia Cooper is?
Name kind of rings a bell.
Kalia Cooper is a WNBA player, ET.
Figured that.
Yeah, so that's why you've never heard of her. Now you have heard of her because she's in the news primarily because of the one women's basketball player that we've all heard of, which will continue to drive the train as long as the ladies get in and let her, and that's Caitlin Clark. But Kalia Cooper is in the news because she dared be selected for the U.S. women's national team, okay? And it's not that Kalia Cooper, and you most likely don't know who she is, it's not that she made it. It was her reaction, E. And by the way, based on that alone, her reaction, the specialness for her with this, then I'll let Caitlin be I'll allow it. I'll allow the alternate for a year. Because it put more into perspective the real, not the screaming from the rafters, hey, look at us, right? That ploy has not worked by these women's basketball players as Caitlin Clark garners all this attention. They've just been screaming, hey, look at us. Hey, look at me. Well, hey, what about me? Hey, I'm better. Hey, I'm this. Hey, she's that, right? That's how they've made their statement about women's basketball. Well, Kalia Cooper gave you the more genuine yesterday, and I'll let you hear. To say that she was emotional is probably underselling it a little bit, and it was just cool. It was just a cool press availability. Let's go Mike in at minicamp. That's Mike as a microphone. Let you hear from Press Taylor. Oh, he made the hot list and more as we get you up and move along. Every name that you heard already briefly will be expanded on a little bit more as we move through today's program. Again, it's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beach Roast is there. All your, whether it's a plumbing emergency or project that you're either working on or will work or will plan on doing, count on Beach Roast Plumbing for that. Also now hiring commercial plumbers. So great place to work, great family atmosphere on that end as well. It's Beach Roast Plumbing at beachroastplumbing.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gators, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today. Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, you know it, and said, a boss for a boss.
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Imsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
This Saturday's biggest and hardest hitting game isn't downtown. It's at UNF when the ratified credit union Jacksonville Axemen take on the Santa Rosa Dead Pelicans in the USA Rugby League National Championship. Tickets start at $10 and kids under 13 are free. Come support your local players and help the Axemen to another national title this Saturday night. Kickoff at 6:30. For tickets and game information, visit jacksax.com.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Hey guys, this is David Garrard, and I want to tell you about Clearwater Irrigation. They put my new sprinkler system in my new home at Jack's Beach, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, hey John.
What's up, Dave? You know what this means. You're going to have to sing.
Man, I can't sing.
Then you'll fit right in, buddy. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers. Hit it, Dave.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Yeah. E to the T here, and the NBA playoffs are heating up, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot to cash in or cash out. What MyBookie has to offer? Let me tell you. Early cash outs, daily odds boosts, quick bet settlements, live game lines, and some. All you have to do is head over to MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL. That's right. Use promo code 1010XL to get you that special bonus deposit. I'm telling you, MyBookie trying to hook you up. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Everyone agrees that playing quarterback is the hardest thing to do in sports, yet it's the one thing that everyone says they could do.
Denny Thompson is the Quarterback Whisperer. Friday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet.
If your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air. Unlike others, there's no overtime or same-day upcharges at Vaughn's. Just great service when you need it. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy one fan, save 10%. Buy two, save 15%. Buy three or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
You're not supposed to use your media access to realize any personal gain. In this case, a personal gain would be boiling frustration, perhaps alleviated, at least for a day. I don't know if this is going to work. This may be career suicide, but about what I'm about to do. But I gave VT the number in the break, and I think we're going to dial up the Baltimore Harbor Sheraton this morning. In case you're wondering, well, why would you call the Baltimore Harbor Sheraton? I mean, what's the big deal there? That's where the Braves are staying. I don't know what time you normally give up after petering out another road pitiful performance and get shut out at Baltimore. 2 shutouts in the last 6 games, fall to 35 and 29. I hope that the Braves are, I hope they can get their rest and get plenty of sleep, make sure you sleep till noon or whatever it is y'all are doing other than, I don't know, taking batting practice. So I thought I'd just do them a little favor because it doesn't feel like the management or coaching or anybody else is going to hold their feet to the fire. And, perhaps at least there's this. I mean, if you're going to play like you don't care, then you're not going to sleep till noon. So, E, if you could dial up the Baltimore Harbor Sheraton, please, for me right now, live on the air as we call Baltimore Harbor's Sheraton Hotel. Go ahead, E. Thank you. You guys don't do any little figuring it out, guys, with the tone or whatnot, although I guess you could just Google it and we'll get this right. As the phone rings, though, it occurs to, E, I don't know where we are here on, can you put people on the air without them hearing? So
no, let's let.
No, just right. Just get them on. Don't let them answer on the air. We'll see if they can get on the air, and then I can talk to her or him or whoever answers.
Hello.
Let me know when you got somebody in there. All right. Do we have someone on the air? Not on the air, but do we have someone they don't want to go on? They don't want to go on the air. Can I just let me tell her a question?
Hello, Jeff Presser want to talk to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Did you get a name? Yeah. Hi, ma'am. No, ma'am, you're not on the air. They can only hear my voice. Yeah. No, I'd like to leave a wake-up call. Yeah. For the Atlanta Braves, ma'am. Could you leave a wake-up call for the Atlanta Braves? Start with Austin Riley. You should have called him at 225, by the way. That's what he's hitting. Then at 241, you can call Matt Olson. At 248, you can dial up Michael Harris. And then at 259, get Ozzie Albies for me. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lash out at you. You are not the problem here. Thank you very much. You were yes, ma'am. You were very nice. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you, E. Was that unprofessional, perhaps?
No, you handled that.
Was it cathartic? It was cathartic. Now, do you think she will actually dial up those players that I've said their rooms, or does she think I'm just some clown down here in Jacksonville? Like, I'm calling Dallas about Six Flags or something. Frustrating. 4-0 Orioles last night. The Braves just, nothing to see here. 35-29. Nothing to see here. Just move along. Sheesh. Dude, I had a guy on the hot list, and then I got distracted. E.T. I got distracted by the hot list because of the first text that I got in today, free Joey Chestnut. But Joey Chestnut was on the hot list this morning, and doggone it, now that it's 6:28, I guess it doesn't count. But I see that I literally have written down a hot, or as the kids do it today, I've typed in the hot. I literally have a hot list, lest you think this is some sort of shtick. Like this isn't going to take root here in the 6 o'clock hour for our burgeoning audience. Hot list. Joey Chestnut. All right, we think that the big sports leagues and associations and the NCAA and the FHSAA and the biggest of the big administrations and leagues, we really can point out, man, how can you be so dumb in some of the things they do, right? Whether it's putting a playoff game on a streaming service or starting a playoff game at 9:30 and finals at 9:30 at night. All these things we talk about, well, gosh, there's better ways to do it. Certainly you can be smarter than that. But, buddy, when it comes to bad business, we have a new all-time king of bad business. That king is Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs. The all-time king of not understand where your hot dog bun is buttered. The hot dog eating contest comes up again on July 4th this year. It's just a cacophony of gluttony. They just dip in the bun, shove it in their mouth, the pink juices of hot dogs streaming out of their mouth. It's a disgusting display of just, some say hedonism, I would say eatonism. The Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest on the 4th of July. What would be the more common name for it, E.T.? Let me tell you. The Joey Chestnut Invitational. That's what it is. I hesitate to say that Joey Chestnut made the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest, but I really think it was that Kobayashi dude who did it first, and then Chestnut became a name because he came along and he slayed the unslayable. Kobayashi was banished, and Joey Chestnut has gone on to become you ready? 16-time champion of the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating contest. And now we learned yesterday that anything that MLB has done or NBA or NFL or any really legitimate sports league, anything they've done will now pale in comparison when it comes to the just business stupidity being displayed by Major League Eating. That's where we are in 2024. Major League Eating and scholarships for playing video games. Sloth, you have won. A spokesman for said MLE, that's Major League Eating, said Chestnut is, not going to be allowed to compete in the Joey Chestnut. Yeah, they're booting Joey Chestnut from the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest because he represents another hot dog brand. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
He won't be allowed to participate in the Nathan's contest. Chestnut, who it says is competitive eating's biggest star. Can I just edit that real quick? Chestnut, competitive eating's only star, known as Jaws. He's won the event 8 years in a row. he agreed apparently to a sponsorship deal with Impossible Foods, something you, nor I, nor anyone else in the world are even aware of. So when it comes to damaging the brand of Nathan's or MLE, a swing and a miss. Anyway, this deal with Impossible Foods, they're a company that makes plant-based hot dogs and a competing company to Nathan's famous hot dogs. And no, George Shea, it's not. A pox on George Shea forever for mentioning Michael Jordan in any context with competitive eating. But the Major League Eating organizer went on to say, it would be like Michael Jordan saying to Nike, I'm going to represent Adidas too. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be like that at all. It would be like a player who is, hits TaylorMade playing on the Nike tour. You idiot. You stinking moron. It would be like the Florida Amateur presented by Ping, but if you showed up with TaylorMade clubs, they weren't going to let you play. Chestnut issued his own statement. Says he's, well, this is an appropriate term, gutted to find out he wouldn't be able to compete. I love competing in that event. I love celebrating America. You bet you do, Joey Chestnut, with my fans all over this great country on the 4th. I've been training to defend my title. Sadly, this is the decision nations in Major League Eating are making. It will deprive great fans of the holiday's usual joy and entertainment. If I am ESPN, I say, never mind. Yeah, remember that whole 4th of July, Nathan's, we've been propping you up for years, basically. Joey Chestnut, by the way, should get royalties on that. But do a quick, utilize the Google machine. I'm just curious what the top rating is for the hot dog eating contest. I'm just afraid at what this number is going to show me. Good Lord. Wow. Now they're actually giving the highest rating that I can find came 10 years ago, 2.8 million viewers. 2.8 million, but then you learn it came after the World Cup, so they're giving the World Cup some credit. I mean, they did get 1.9 million for live coverage way back in 2011. Do I have anything more recent? 1.51 million in 2022. Yeah, 1.51 million in 2022. I mean, that's more than watch some of these sporting events. Yeah, let's. I'm curious what that number is going to be this year. I'm also curious if Major League Eating and Nathan's and anyone with a lick of sense will say, you know what, maybe maybe this is not a good idea. Because whatever impact him being with Impossible Foods has. By the way, I don't consider the connoisseurs of the hot dog eating contest, in other words, the viewers, I don't consider them to be the Impossible Foods demo,
Yeah?
Like those that are dialing up the hot dog eating contest on July 4th, all right? Yeah, I don't think that's the vegan crowd. Just call it what it is. I think those are, young cats and brothers. You pounded some beers already, or you're making your own hot dogs. Perhaps you're simulating your own hot dog eating contest with your boys. I don't know. But I don't think that the Impossible Foods, target is watching the 4th of July Joey Chestnut Invitational without Joey Chestnut. We'll see. Were you able to find Kalia Cooper?
I did.
What'd you think? Did you listen to her?
Yep.
Did it hit you a little bit?
Heartwarming.
So Kalia Cooper is one of those 12 that did make the U.S. National team. She was just, overcome. So let me give you the background a little bit on Kalia Cooper. And again, it's amazing, how notoriety comes off of one North Star here, just by some proxy. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a Caitlin Clark story. Kalia Cooper's story will now be told because of that, but she plays for the Phoenix Mercury. And Kalia Cooper's been around, man. I mean, this is not her first rodeo. Let me see what we got here on Kalia Cooper. She's 29 years old. Never made a national team. Plays for the Phoenix Mercury. She's having a heck of a year this year. She's averaging 24 a game. In her career, this is a career year for her. Only 11 points throughout her career. Her scoring average this year more than double of what she normally does, and she was rewarded with a spot. Some would think the 12th spot on the women's national team. And so while many pound the table in fury over Caitlin Clark not being on the team, here is one of the ladies that actually got the call.
Like, people see this. Like, y'all see this. Y'all see game winners. Y'all see that. But, like, y'all don't see, like, what it takes. What it takes. How many nights. Like, you want to, like, you prepare so long for this. But for it to happen for me in year 9, it's so special. So, it's definitely number 1.
So even if you're like a Caitlin Clark super fan, you can be happy for Kalia Cooper. You can see how much it meant to her. By the way, there'll be plenty of national basketball appearances for Caitlin. Did they announce this? By the way, if I'm named what do they call it? Not a reserve, alternate. I'm gonna take a pass, man. That's all right. I'm gonna take it. It's been a long year for me. I wasn't able to come to your tryouts, remember, because I was in the Final Four. You know, my college season and excellence prohibited me from going through the tryouts. So now you girls just knock yourself out. I'm not gonna be your practice fodder. You know, I can take elbows from you girls for a couple hours a day every day. No, y'all go do your thing. Go Russia, she did not say. But yeah, that's Kalia Cooper, who was one of the 12 invited to play for the U.S. national team on the women's side. Still got a lot of I said I was going to go miking at mini camp, but I'll just linger for a little bit. No breaking news from camp, but some certainly interesting storylines to tangle with. And we'll hear from Press Taylor. He was on the hot list this morning. Also, Parker Washington. What can we expect from the second-year receiver? He met the media yesterday. And Ventrell Miller, the former Gator, coming back from injury. And I almost feel with Miller, it's kind of got a Jordan Smith kind of vibe to it. Remember Jordan Smith was like a 3rd or 4th round pick, and he was going to be able to rush the passer. He, too, was a former University of Florida player. He ended his career somewhere else, but he was banged up and injured in college. He got injured here. We never saw him. And Ventrell Miller spent a lot of time on the hobbled list in Gainesville. He comes here last year, preseason injury. We don't see a thing from him. We'll at least hear from him coming up a little bit later this morning. We'll probably jump into the stuff top of the 7 o'clock hour. We'll mic our way through minicamp. When we come back on the other side, it's Football Fix, news and notes from around the National Football League, and perhaps a couple of, I think if you make the hot list, you got to at least appear in the 6 o'clock hour in the Football Fix. So I'll let you at least hear from Press Taylor and where he sits looking at his offense and his prospects this year compared to the last couple. So all that and more, up and rolling. It's Beat Trust Plumbing Wednesday. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida and Florida State in the College World Series at Charles Schwab Field in Omaha, Nebraska. The Seminoles will open up play on Friday against Tennessee. Volunteers are the plus 290 co-favorite to win the national title. Florida State 7-1. The Florida Gators will take on Texas A&M at Charles Schwab Field on Saturday. They'll take on the other co-favorite, Texas A&M. Florida 12-1 to win the national title. Atlanta Braves plus 105 at Baltimore, minus 125 today at Camden Yards. The Braves have dropped 4 straight. The Rays with Aaron Savali on the mound, $1.22 favorite against the Cubs at Tropicana Field, 800 the total. OmahaSteaks.com, promo code VSIN to save $10 off your Father's Day order. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Did you know Duck Duck Rooter is the area's go-to plumber? a 5-star Google-rated company. Duck Rooter can take care of all of your plumbing repairs and upgrades. Need to switch from septic over to city sewer? Call the Duck. How about water heater repairs and replacement? You're just a duck away, or call away, for Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Again, we have plenty of products and services that we believe in, and that's why we endorse them. You hear our voice on stuff around here. Often we are customers and clients first, and sometimes these come along that I believe in so much, I think go beyond products and services. It's your health and how you're feeling and how much better you can feel. Step outside today and call Integra Concierge Medicine and my doc, Dr. Paul Bousse, who happens to be my own personal physician as well. Man, he's got the answers to some of the things that are bothering, whether you're not sleeping well, perhaps you're overweight, your libido's been affected, you got chronic fatigue or pain, things that are natural in the aging process. And I mean aging from your 20s to your 30s, your 40s, not necessarily you're up in the 60s or 70s. The bioidentical hormone treatments that he has, there are keys there that can unlock your good health, and you can fix so many problems. Get a free consultation. Start there. Call Doc Paul Bousse at Integra Concierge Medicine today.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation, 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
Come celebrate Father's Day this year at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Unlock your ultimate wedge play with Vokey SM10 wedges, made for lower flight, improved feel, and maximum spin. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. Now $50 off. Shop with us for Father's Day in store or online. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
Imagine the perfect outdoor living space. A beautiful stone kitchen, waterfall, fire pit, pergola, stone walkway. Now there's one place to bring all of your design ideas to life. The Art of Natural Stone on Beach Boulevard and also by Bartram Springs.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. Shootersjacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
So Joey Chestnut continues to take the high road, or maybe the high heartburn road. I guess he can afford to. Someone has texted in here the numbers on this sponsorship deal that Joey Chestnut has. He makes $200,000 per appearance plus $10,000 for each win from the Impossible Foods brand. He was offered a new 4-year, $1.2 million contract from the Major League Eating or wherever, but couldn't do it because of the deal with Impossible. Somebody had a great idea. ESPN should do a side-by-side broadcast. While they're doing the Nathan's hot dog on one side, let Joey just sit in the studio or outside in his backyard and start the timer at the same time, end it at the same time. What's the difference? There's not, is there? But, of course, that probably defeats the purpose of ESPN televising the if I was ESPN, I'd say, man, if you're not inviting Joey Chestnut, we're not coming. They'd be like the finals. I'd say, yeah, you know what? We've decided that Tatum and Brown and Luka and Kyrie, they're not going to play tonight. Yeah, we don't like the fact they're wearing Adidas. We're a Nike league. Yeah. A little bit of silliness working there. We got a problem down with Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I got a problem down there at minicamp. It's really emerged over the course of this get-to-know-you session after coming in with the draft class, going through some OTAs. Now I did the rookie minicamp, now the mandatory minicamp. There is a problem that has emerged with Brian Thomas Jr. Here's offensive coordinator Press Taylor. It's cut 14, ET. We got something we really got to work on with BTJ.
Hopefully we just annoy him enough to where he starts talking back to us. Because we're just trying to encourage him to talk more and more. And I think it's just getting comfortable in your surroundings. I mean, he's lived in Baton Rouge forever. Now he's living in Jacksonville. You're staying in a hotel. You're finding your way into work. You're finding out where the cafeteria. There's so much new for these guys that you're trying to just get them to settle in, and then eventually we hope that kind of takes over a little more with him.
Yeah, they say they need to get him to talk more. He's a quiet kid. We heard Trevor say that before, but he's soaking it all in, and they've been pretty happy, I think, with what they've seen on the field. But, yeah, getting him to pipe in a little bit more has been, let's just say, a work in progress. Also a work in progress, the run game, okay? It was bad last year. When you're a football team that has no prayer of 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, then – I mean, you're starting from a bad spot, right? Obviously. Says that he has seen progress in the run game, even in this non-contact part, so that seems silly to me. But nonetheless, just how do we go about addressing the run game?
More so than anything is our run game, of just the terminology, the structure, the progression of the way we teach it, because that's something we haven't been as good as we want to be. And so moving forward, we kind of pared it down. What's really important to us? What do we want to be really good at? What have we been good at? How do we build this thing, rebuild this thing from scratch? And that's really where our main focus was. I think guys are seeing that. I think the progression, the way we've taught it so far through the offseason has really stuck with guys. There's probably a clear understanding. There's probably more of things fitting in certain families to where the rules, the techniques are carrying over from play to play.
Ooh, that just sounded like I ate a big old bowl of word soup. Terminology? That's going to fix us? Yeah, we've decided, guys, it's not the A gap anymore. We're going to call it the Q gap. Well, we'll see if terminology does much at all. And look, Trevor and a bunch of the veterans not required at mandatory minicamp, so it's given Mac Jones his first extended looks running what is at least in place as the first-team offense that's down there. And so Press Taylor asked about the change of scenery for Mac Jones, who the Jags traded for this offseason to come in and compete, and I would say ultimately be Trevor's backup.
I think so. I think there's certain times where, it just gets tough, and it's nice to have a breath of fresh air. It's nice. It's fun to learn a new system. It's fun to talk new language with the group, and I think you're kind of seeing that with him right now.
All right, let's fire up the band for a football fix. It's brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks, on the road this week, back home next week, jacksharks.com. Joint Hickory Golf Club is the best deal in golf. Stop by and see my friends, tee it high and let it fly. Join me at the home course at Joint Hickory Golf Club. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers not at minicamp with the Jets, the mandatory veteran minicamp. And again, I'm not going to talk out both sides of our mouth. We've talked about how it's become basically unimportant. If you're a veteran, do you really need it? But the Rodgers situation, it carries a visual, man. It does. There's different situations in some places. When you're new and you haven't played in a whole year, and last year, remember, he checked all these boxes. He did all these perfunctory things. But it looked a little bit like Robert Saleh was irked. Aaron and I spoke before OTAs started. He's very good in communication. He's been here the entire time. It's unexcused, but he had an event that was very important to him, which he communicated. I just want to see what the event is. Does it involve a darkness chamber? Rodgers has been a regular voluntary workouts the past two off seasons, preaching the importance of building team chemistry and eliminating distractions. So it does make the absence a little more conspicuous. Saleh attempted to downplay Rodgers' no-show. He was insisting he wasn't disappointed, but he looked a little bit irritated to me. Achilles wrist, maybe? Joe Burrow is grappling with his, quote, football mortality, according to him, as his wrist recovers. I mean, if you can keep the talks of mortality to ankle injuries and wrist injuries, you'll be okay, Joe. You're a young guy. 5th year now for Joe Burrow at Cincinnati, and, with him, they're a completely different team. Having him on the field healthy for 17 and then into the postseason has been not as easy as you would think. Stop if you heard this before. Russell Wilson says he, quote, feels revived in every way. 35 years old, going into year 13. Russell Wilson is an absolute flame out in Denver, despite numbers that weren't terrible. He's moved on to Pittsburgh. And I will say this, what looked like would set up as a quarterback competition between Wilson and Fields is not feeling that way based on what you're seeing coming out of Pittsburgh's camps and the comments coming from their other players and coaches. But after those two Denver seasons, very shaky, Wilson saying yesterday, man, I feel the fountain of youth. I feel revived in every way, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All right, we'll see. October 11th, how that's going. That's Football Fix, just some news and notes. Back from the brink of death, apparently. Vision has appeared before my eyes during the Football Fix segment. The Hicken arrival and more come your way next. It is a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
3 ladies.
Mia O'Brien, Lauren Brooks, and Taylor Dahl.
3 opinions.
No, actually, it's a good thing. I'm used to women I can figure out in 5 seconds.
3 times the fun.
Exactly.
Helmets and heels.
Noon to 2 on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year, 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year, 100,000-mile mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is the sports medicine leader in Northeast Florida. We're proud to be the official sports medicine provider for your hometown teams, including the Jaguars, Sharks, Axemen, and the Jumbo Shrimp. We have the most cutting-edge resources for sports medicine care, including Active Armor casting, Alter-G anti-gravity treadmills, and highly trained physicians and athletic trainers. JOI is truly where the pros go, and so should you.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Imagine a majestic cut of beef that commands attention the moment it arrives at your table. At Southern Steer, now through Father's Day, get your tomahawk steaks for $24.99 a pound.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
June is Men's Health Month, so I just got a total body MRI scan. It was really simple, quite comfortable, and it only took about an hour. Total body MRI scans for abnormalities that may need attention soon. Be proactive with your health this month. Call Ackerman Cancer Center to learn more about total body MRI.
Maybe you've got plumbing problems, like toilets that won't flush, or there's not enough pressure, or you get clogs and stoppage too often.
Ew!
There's several potential causes, and some can't be detected easily. So before it becomes a disaster, call Roland Reich Plumbing. They can send a special video camera down through the lines, since they don't have a small little man, to find the root of the problem, which could be tree roots. Don't guess. Hire Roland Reich Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguar OC Press Taylor, looking to reload at wide receiver, commented on the number of receivers to keep on the roster.
You know, ideally you've got 3 guys that you know are going to contribute most to the pass game too. A 4th guy that can be versatile or have some sort of role.
Jag wide receiver Parker Washington at minicamp says the offense execution should look sharper next season.
More emphasis, like as far as the details, ball security, just real detailed in all our plays.
Gator baseball head coach Kevin O'Sullivan commented on what it took for his team to make it to the College World Series.
And our guys just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And yeah, we had our inconsistencies early in the year because our pitching was very young. And we just continued, like I said, just to stay the course. And, you know, here we are.
Gators will face Texas A&M on Saturday. Game time is 7 p.m. Hear it live on 1010 XL AM. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7 a.m. and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Hey!
Yeah!
What day is it?
Oh, man, Hick's back. Out for 2 days of rest. 2 more days to go. But that means today is hump day.
Good to be back. See how long this can last. We're not through the woods yet. We got stones to pass, people.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Not a good thing.
You need boulders, I think you have.
Woo! Woo!
Been there, done that, friend.
Woo. That thing hit about Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be over. You don't know what it is if you've never had it, too. That's a little bit the scary part.
Well, the one thing you want
to think, did something rupture? Oh, I just lost my appendix.
Right. Yeah, so you have to go get checked and make sure it's not the appendix and all these toxins are pouring through your body.
That's something you don't want either. When that appendix...
Didn't you rupture yours, E?
Yes.
Yeah. So we had to go down, get checked out, and boy, but I tell you what, that couple days of agony. Woo! Woo! I hope it's in the... I think it's in the bladder, but now, which they say if it moves to the bladder, then you eventually get it out, and it's good. But I don't know. I must have drank about 7 gallons of water though. Last couple days.
It's good for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta be careful. Can't drink too much. We get these stories of people that drink.
Yeah.
Your water
like
log.
remember the lady on vacation that killed herself from drinking too much water?
Waterlogged.
How in the world?
Oof. Oh. Oof. So a lot happened, obviously, the last few days.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Lots going on in the world of sports. Lots to talk about. It's not really it's, mandatory, but not mandatory.
Like everywhere but here.
Yeah.
Everywhere but here, the same mini camp storylines matter.
Isn't it funny how the Aaron Rodgers story is treated so different? Trevor's not here.
Yeah, but it should be treated differently.
Why? He missed a day.
It should be treated differently because he's Aaron. Because just because of how his first year went there, because of what he said about the importance of these events, because it's no big deal, because he's only going to play another year, because he's new there. For a lot of just the visual, you're the leader of the team.
Well, Trevor's the leader of our team,
and he's one of 19 that aren't here that the coach said go.
Yeah.
It's different in New York because the coach said, yeah, it's unexcused. That's what the first. There's the easiest pie difference. Well, one of them said, yeah, you're free to go. The other said, I'd rather you be here.
Yeah. I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't think it's that different at all.
I can certainly understand why they're being treated. I think it's a bigger deal than Trevor not being here or some other player. Every other quarterback's there. It's been asked to be there. Every single one. So, if one guy is doing something that no one else is doing.
Has anybody said on the national broadcast that the Jags don't have mandatory minicamp?
It's not been. I've read it in columns, but I've not seen it on.
Like, is it a?
But I don't know what national broadcast we could. I don't know if it's made a Sports Center, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
But I've seen it. I've seen it written. Like maybe Outkick maybe had a column on it.
Interesting.
They are going to be a trendsetter. Next year there'll be 8 teams that do this, and then in 5 years.
Last year,
yeah.
And nobody seemed to jump on it, but we'll see if they get. Like I said, it's really not that big a deal either way. They're all ready for their summer vacations. I'm pretty sure. Ready to rock and roll, ready to get on out of there and make some things happen. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's what's going on in the National Football League. And they're just quarterbacks are getting interviewed and they're talking about, this guy looks good, this guy looks okay. Joe Burrows thinks he's mortal. Russ feels great. He's revived to be on the Steelers. Kelsey's going to play forever. Usual stuff. Usual stuff you're going to get in the off season. So I was watching watched a lot of TV. I was watching Marcus Spears, and he wasn't that rough on Aaron Rodgers. He was just like, he's not there, but is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? So,
I just think it's a bigger deal. Is it going to matter like by the second possession of the first game? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But I think it differentiates when it's excused or unexcused. I mean, really.
Well, I would say not maybe not, right?
What do you mean?
Is it going to matter by the second possession? No. They're not going to say, hey, you weren't at the minicamp.
Well, no. I'm not saying they're going to say that, but yeah. Plus, it's even if it weren't, it's different. He doesn't have much time left. He's a big deal there. And then it'll come up what event it's at, and it'll be something superfluous that shouldn't take precedent over his job that I'm pretty sure he makes like $50 million a year for. I mean, what's he going to go to, like a darkness chamber or a political rally or some actress's, humanitarian award? What is this event that he has to be at?
When I was in the ER, I was watching my Gators, and they were rallying, and then they were losing, or not losing, but they got tied, and then ESPN did the unthinkable and decided to switch out to the Dodgers-Yankees game, which I
went
I
over
did.
to.
Well, they go to the U, but I don't have the U in the ER, so I had to go to the phone to try to find it. It was a nightmare.
For me, it was different. I watched Florida jump out to the lead. One of my boys wanted to go play 9 holes at about 5:30, and I went and did that, and I came back, and they were in the 13th inning, and I was like, ooh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But then they won. I saw Clemson hit the homer, and Florida hit the
It's a great. I mean, I was thinking about this too. Really, and we are all, as sports fans and commentators and whatever it is we do, critical of coaching and such. Really, Kevin O'Sullivan should never be criticized. Really, again, he's a lifer at Florida as long as he wants to be. He's won 1 natty, but more importantly, he's won 9 super regionals in a row. He lost his first one, and the last 9 times they've had a chance to go to the College World Series, they've done it. I mean, that is
right. Not saying that they've been 9 years in a row, but when they have had that opportunity, they've come
that
through.
is incredible.
Well, they've just caught fire at the right time.
Well, and he knows how to do it. I was looking at their, for example, their win totals years that they went to Omaha. When they clinched, they had an 88, 47, 49, 48, 46, 45, 47, 50, 47, 49, 52, 47, 47, 50, and then this year, 34. 34 wins. What a story it would be. What a story it would be if they could do that. But
they're the only non-national seed that's even there. I mean, it's look again. I think we all went into Selection Monday certainly knowing that it could be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Now, by then you heard the analytics and the schedule strength, and obviously it matters. Those things matter, and they'll matter for a team next year that's on the bubble. They ought to look awful hard at that schedule strength.
Here's the thing that you need to understand about Florida, though. They were preseason number 2 in the country.
Correct.
So they knew they had talent, but the talent just did not ever evolve.
Yeah.
The pitching especially.
I mean, the Braves went into the season number 1 or 2 in the power rankings, and they can't beat, Mandarin High. So
they're scuffling. But Florida beat in 2009. They lost to Southern Miss in the regional, and they went. And then since then, they have not lost a super regional. They beat Miami, Mississippi State, NC State, FSU twice, Wake Forest, Auburn, South Carolina, and now Clemson. I mean, that's pretty impressive, man. And I would say this: if you watched the game and I know this is late, obviously, but I wanted to talk about it. But if you watched Florida's game against Clemson, maybe the best Gator baseball game in the history
from
of
a
the
drama
program.
standpoint.
Holy cow.
They each made big plays. I thought Jack Caggs, too, in those 2 games, really. I mean, hit 2 really, really.
Yeah,
you lose the go-ahead homer in game 1 because of everything that happened in game 2.
Yeah.
But that was just so money. And then to hit the early – I know he didn't hold up on the mound, but to hit that early home run in Clemson.
Not one of the best 3 players in the country, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that for sure. Georgia's guy didn't do very good, by the way.
All 3 of those guys didn't do very good. One of them didn't even make a super regional, and all 3 of those guys are not in the College World Series. So, I guess if that's any, I want to know who. I don't know who votes for it. I really it annoys me.
Well, he should be one of the 3. I'm not saying that. I didn't say
he should win. He should be one of
right.
the 3. I think he should win.
Yeah, I think the Georgia player would probably win, but yeah, for sure he should. I mean, you hit 30-something homers and hit over 400. It seems pretty obscene that you're not considered among the 3. This is another one of those. My ultimate plan is to vote on all these things after the fact. And if you vote now, and by the way, if you're a Golden Spikes finalist, it should include all of your season.
Yeah.
Then he would be one of the 3, I promise.
Yeah, but he's had a tremendous year and has been pretty good. I was watching this. They introed the 1971 National League All-Star team, and Willie Mays leading off, Henry Aaron batting second. I mean, you want to talk about a team, man. Joe Torre was hitting third. Willie Stargell was hitting fourth. Willie McCovey was hitting fifth. Johnny Bench was hitting sixth. Glenn Beckert 7. The only one who didn't really belong.
Glenn Beckert. Can't tell you who he played for.
You can't? Cubs. Buddy Harrelson hitting 8th.
So you could make the All-Star team for defense only back then, too?
I guess so.
Buddy Harrelson couldn't hit a lick, could he?
No. But, yeah.
John Rahm's out of the U.S. Open. You were so inclined. If anybody seems to have been negatively impacted by the move, it's been Rahm. I think Rahm left thinking these 2 sides were going to be playing together
we'll be back
soon.
Together quick.
And that's just that doesn't suit his competitiveness and his mentality, and now he has to live with everything that he said being completely wiped away by what he's doing. And that's some of that in the Aaron Rodgers thing. Like, if you look at some of the comments that Aaron Rodgers made about the importance of this time of year, and then to not be there. So anyway, Rom's kind of, I think, dealing with the same deal, when it comes to speaking what your competitiveness is and then actually showing it. It just hadn't played out. So no Rom at the Open when it tees off tomorrow.
Apparently, Rory's back with his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand why you're looking at me.
Well, you told me.
Does that diminish any of the other things until now?
Well, I mean,
does it make any of them untrue?
I'm still waiting for the evidence.
The whole story, though, was this. The whole story, the whole bit that you missed the beginning of, but the whole story was when they put out odds to be Rory McIlroy's next girlfriend, and Amanda Balionis is like fourth on the list of a list of 30 that includes Kim Kardashian and Paige Spiranak. Doesn't take a genius. It's the same line of reasoning as when Dan Hurley goes to interview in L.A. and leaves the next day and tells you he'll have a decision in 2 days. He ain't taking the job. So when Amanda Balionis shows up on Rory McIlroy's hit list of potential girlfriends out of nowhere at number 4, yeah, I'm going to stand by the story. But it's good to see these two kids back together.
So who went into last place in the who got Scotty Scheffler this week? Oh, you went to last place? All right.
By a mile. I mean, I can win and barely be in first, depending on what other people do.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes back and forth.
I'll have him the week he doesn't win, so we'll see. Although it takes a ball striker at this golf course, man. It's hard to place the ball.
I'm a veteran of Pinehurst, number 2, as you know.
Did you play number 2?
Yeah. Yeah. But I loved it because there's no,
it's open, you run it up.
Yeah, there's no water.
It's like one pond on the whole course, yeah. We stayed at Pinehurst on a golf trip and played a bunch of courses in the air, but it did not actually play 2. I think it was closed down when we were there. The thing about Pinehurst, too, is they've got like 8 courses, 8 or 9. And I will say this, too. I don't know if they did it on purpose or if we woke up and it happened, but they have made North Carolina the U.S. home for golf. Like, North Carolina is becoming the U.S.'s Scotland. I mean, they're moving. Pinehurst now has the U.S. Open every 5 years for like the next 30 years.
Yeah, it's on the.
They're gonna have it more than anyone else. Yeah. It's already their 4th. They moved the Golf Hall of Fame to Pinehurst.
Yeah.
There's a ton of golf up, all around that area now, from Asheville to Myrtle Beach to, which I know is South Carolina, but the Carolinas have become a hotbed for golf, and I kind of feel like North Carolina and Pinehurst more specifically is being positioned as our capital of golf.
Yeah, it might be.
It might be Pebble, but it's too far away.
And what always struck me is it's such a quaint little town. And so when you go into the town, you're like, man, when the national media comes rolling through here, they got a build-out.
Kind of like, yeah.
It's a heck of a build-out.
I will say this, too.
But golf has done that. They do that in different places where there's like one road in.
Sure,
and it's
Augusta. I mean, to a degree.
Well, yeah.
That's a bigger city, obviously, than Pinehurst. I will say this. If you ever go to Pinehurst, like a Clay County Gator, I saw he's going up on Thursday. But if you ever go or you book a golf trip, don't mistake it. You're not going to Highlands. You're not going to Asheville. You're not going to the mountains. It's hot as Pinehurst as it is here.
Yeah.
It feels just like here at Pinehurst. It is brutally hot. It's in the middle of the state, and it is hot. It's not like a nice little North Carolina mountains golf trip where you can go in July and have highs in the 70s. Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. I look forward to that.
Tiger says he's strong enough to win, so I'm backing Tiger this week.
Are you? Did you pick him in the pool?
No, all I did was if I had a foursome to watch, and people misunderstood this as my favorite 4 golfers, but if I was watching a foursome, if I could put one together and only watch them and be okay with the whole tournament, it would be Scheffler, Rory, Koepka, and Tiger. Those are the 4 names.
Now.
Well, those are the 4 names that are most engaging to me, the most relevant.
Huh.
I've become a DeChambeau fan too, so I'd be watching him.
I think I'd rather watch DeChambeau over Koepka right now.
I would too, but I'm fearful if I don't put him in the foursome and then he goes major Koepka and I don't have him. These are the only 4 I'm watching. That's the parameters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, if I can only watch a 4. If you can put a foursome together, I can only watch them.
Well, it's Scotty and everybody else at this point, and we'll see if everybody else can compete. Morikawa's game looks good. Xander's game looks good. Now he's broke through. Can he do it? So there's
went backwards over the weekend. Xander did, but yeah, I think that what was scary. I think we're finally starting to see some of that Tiger effect. I think it's grown from when I brought up at the Players. I said I'm not saying he can beat everyone, but I think he's the first guy since Tiger that they all feel like if he plays their best, they won't win.
Yeah.
Well, you can accentuate that now because he shot 2 over on Sunday and still won.
Yeah, he did.
That kind of implies that kind of implies the pressure around that name being up there, and suddenly it's more monumental if you don't take advantage of a birdie hole, or if he makes a bogey and you don't, move up the board. You feel like you're just spitting in the wind, probably.
Yeah. So that'll be good television though. That gets going. What, tomorrow? Got to do my picks. I did my picks for this. I sent them in.
Yeah.
Eid, you got those,
We're
right?
going to actually have
your picks got in.
We're actually going to have your back this week, so it's a good thing you did.
Yeah. I couldn't take another bad week.
Well, he's in first, you're in second, and Tour's in third, and then I'm about like $4 million behind all three of you.
Smotherman.
I need Smotherman cashed more than some of the other entries that week in Brunch of the Tour, so that's enough of that. You want to get some Art John?
Yes.
Are you more book wise since you've been off? Have you been reading any leather-bound books or studying up on your presidential history or
I'm going,
listening to 1970s music or
No, I'm really
looking at some maps.
Honestly,
maps, and he said, you got Blue Question guy here. We're okay on the maps.
Honestly, I'm minute by minute right now. Day by day, hour
and I found it funny. You texted me. I want to talk about it a little later when we have a little bit of a time. But you texted me about a show I refuse to watch. But you say it's pretty good, so I want to ask you about it.
I guess there's 3 episodes.
Oh, and it's over?
No.
Oh. It's not. I got you.
They're dropping them as
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. This is the drill. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beach Roast, they're also hiring commercial plumbers right now at beachroastplumbing.com.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Mia here, and I've got 2 words for you. Incredible inventory. And it's all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. I'm talking over 600 vehicles in stock, one location. That's over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 110 pickups. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under 18K. Plus, now you get 60 days to love your purchase or exchange it. And help from Arlington's Credit for Everyone program. Shop 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or arlingtontoyota.com.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation, 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm telling you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is. But have you done your last will? Besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you are at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. If you got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Bonds Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Bond's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Bonds. That's Bonds Heating and Air.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
For the lead, see if you can pick the hottest golfers.
Yes, indeed.
U.S. Open Fantasy Golf. Win $1,000 of jewelry from Beards Diamonds. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors and MyBookie. Enter at 1010xl.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
Ready to drive away with a fortune? Join us at Best Bet St. Augustine for our Fairways to Fortune giveaway. Over $30,000 in prizes are up for grabs, including a top-of-the-line 6-seater golf cart. Join us July 27th at Best Bet St. Augustine for the big giveaway and hourly cash drawings. Come play and win big at Best Bet St. Augustine, located on State Road 207, seconds away from the I-95 exit. Visit bestbetjax.com for details. That's bestbetjax.com, and we'll see you in St. Augustine.
Baloo here for Skenes Vision. Why Skenes Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Skenes now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Skenes Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Skenes is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SkenesVision.com today. Here you can see.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels for Big Chief Tire. And if you're looking for quality tires that won't break the bank, they've got you covered. With 5 convenient locations around town, Big Chief keeps Jacks rolling. Right now, they're offering $50 off a new set of tires. It's the perfect time to upgrade before you hit the road for summer vacation. Head over to BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to take advantage of this incredible deal. That's Big Chief Tire, 904-932-0950.
D.B. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, get smart, John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
You know him, you love him. He's Get Smart John, TriviaNation.com's own. Bald, beautiful, and just dipped in Savage. Johnny, good morning.
Welcome back, Dan.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, feeling better.
Yeah, getting there.
Yeah.
The road to recovery.
I feel for you, brother. Mm.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Yes.
But
first
many
of all,
have gone through. So.
Yes. Yeah, fortunately I haven't and hope I never do. But, what do they always say that they compare that if a man could experience having a baby? So, oof. Yes. I know. I hear you. So, anyway, a couple shout-outs.
Yes, sir.
Saturday night, I actually was playing some trivia and met some boys, longtime Googans, who work at the UPS store. So shout-out to Robbie Goebel. Of course, I asked any relation to George Goebel. You didn't know who that was. And then Dwight Corby. So thank you.
All right.
And also to Joe, who came to my show last night, longtime Googan, listens to the station every day, drove all the way from Fleming Island. So
all right, Joe.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, Joe.
Shout out Joe Driver from the crib.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I just have to tell you how thoughtful my teams have been. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years.
Yes.
So, Team Kitty, they always have different team names, but they went to England. And they came back. They brought me a James Bond. It has a 007 logo.
Oh.
And you open it up, and they're all individual candies, and each candy has every James Bond movie wrapped in it. How cool is that?
You love that stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, thank you for letting me say that, and thank you for that. That was very thoughtful. Okay. No socials last night, so that means, no teams got them all right.
Okay.
I think you're going to like these.
All right.
Let's get you started because you're a very well-rounded group here.
Yes.
Art.
Art appreciation.
Yes. By the way, we nipped it in the bud beginning. We had a delay on the landline, so that's why I'm on the cell. So hopefully you hear me okay.
Hear you fine.
Okay. What brand of canned food was the subject of Andy Warhol's iconic painting in 1962?
Campbell's soup.
Yes. Science.
Science.
What is the chemical symbol for potassium?
It's a K.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out E.
Science.
Nice.
E rocking.
Yeah.
Well done, E.
Been looking at the periodic table.
You studying that thing,
Good
huh?
for you. Nice. Presidents.
Oh boy.
Not what you think, though.
Okay.
On May 10th, 1994, who was sworn in as the first South African president elected in a fully represented democratic election?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was the question again? I'm distracted. I'm making a chart here. I got a chart going. Nick.
On May 10th, 1994, who was sworn in as the first South African president elected in a fully represented
Mandela,
democratic
right?
election?
Mandela. Yeah. Nelson Mandela.
Yes. Correct. Okay. Sports.
Sports.
Now, at the show last night, I gave him within 3 years. You guys really should either get it within one or maybe even right on the nose.
All right.
So within 3 years, you're going to get, I'll say with one for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, what year did Barry Bonds break the Major League Baseball all-time home run record, hitting home run number 756?
I think that was
03, wasn't it?
No.
It's too early.
Yeah, like 11.
Oh yeah. Because he yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped a decade.
Yeah. It was so non-ballyhooed is the problem. Like they didn't want to pay it. I think it was like 11.
Yeah, I think 11.
Because he hit 73 in
91. Yeah.
01 maybe.
That much later? How long has he been out of the league? Where were we? That's what I try and do when we do these stories. Like, where were we on we weren't on at the toaster.
Oh boy.
Like at Bernie of the Vampire's
Yeah.
Den, were we? We weren't in the coffin then. I think we were there in 04 when we had the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Gosh, is it as late as 11? And it feels like in the last about 10 years ago he was still trying to get in the league and they wouldn't let him. Go with your gut. Let's go with that.
11.
2007.
It's late. I thought it was
right.
I wasn't
You're
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Well, music.
Manilow!
Billy Gibbons is the bearded frontman of what classic rock trio?
Rock trio.
Is it ZZ Top? You think?
Could it be?
I'm terrible at music. I don't know
Not
band
bad
names.
because they're a rock trio.
Well, and they're bearded.
Yeah. Did he say bearded?
Yeah.
Oh, you said bearded?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
I like that. Yeah, go with that.
ZZ Top, yes.
Yeah.
I guess technically we could say they're now a duo, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea. Did one of them pass?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good job. History. Known for his tenacity and grit during the Civil War, what was General Thomas Jackson's nickname?
Stonewall.
Yes.
How many people just back when they actually taught American history and you didn't rely on your phone, you had to learn it. It was hard to get Andrew Jackson and Stonewall Jackson separate. You think they were the same guy?
Yeah.
True. This is true. TV.
Okay.
Which major TV network airs 3 hours of shows that take place in Chicago on Wednesday nights?
Currently?
Oh, that's Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire.
That'd be
Right.
CBS?
Which
What's the question?
It's NBC, isn't it? Chicago.
Which major network? Yes, which network?
Yeah, that's NBC.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Good pull, boys.
Very good. Business.
Business.
Which product did Nintendo originally make before video games? Belt buckles, playing cards, or rubber boots?
Cards.
Yeah, cards.
Yeah.
Correct. Very good. Let's give you another music.
Okay.
Gwen Stefani got her start in what band that formed in Anaheim, California in 1986?
There's no doubt, we know this.
Very nice.
Correct. Yes. Very good. Movies. What 1992 movie featured a baseball team known as the Rockford Peaches?
League of Their Own?
Yes.
Yes, and I had a bonus point last night if you could identify the manager's first and last name, played by Tom Hanks.
Billy.
I know.
You've already gotten it, just so you know.
Yeah, it's oh boy, I can see it. There's a cutout of them at the end when they go in the hall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not like Jimmy Fox though. It's like Billy. I don't know if I already got it.
Okay, that's okay. Jimmy Dugan.
Jimmy Dugan.
Yes, that's okay. As I said, you still got it. Very good. All right, advertising. What brand of English muffins started boasting about their nooks and crannies in their marketing ads in the 1970s?
What's the only one? It's
Thomas. Thomas English muffins. That's the only one I know.
No, there's one other one too.
Is there?
Yeah, there's old. It's called Old English, maybe. Or that's,
Yeah, I feel like it's called Old English.
yeah, there's something called Old English, isn't there? Yeah, one of those two. I don't know. I'm not an English muffin fan very much. Which one of those has been around longer? What'd you say? Did you have a date on there? What did you just say?
70s.
70s, yeah, advertising the 70s, nooks and crannies. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I used to eat Thomas English muffins.
You did back in the day, like back in the 70s. Let's go Thomas English muffins.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm like you, Dan. Is there really any other
I don't know.
brand name? That's the
I
one
think
that
there's
always
something
comes to
called
mind.
like Old English. I'm pretty sure I've got them at
Is
home.
there? Okay.
I think.
Okay.
And not to be confused with Old English Ale. Old English 800, I think they called it back
Yeah,
in the day.
OE.
Right.
I know about that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to preface by saying I'm probably going to step on Jeff's toes a little bit by my statement now, but it's a good thing that you're back, Dan, because only because Dan, you're a little bit older, and the audio clue, you may have a slight advantage. So again, only because of age. So I want to see. I think Dan, you'll get this,
All right.
but I want to see if Jeff can before you say anything. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. E.
Oh, Jeff knows this. All right, kids.
Who can take the sun?
Come on now.
I'm going to miss it because he's just like, who sings it?
You don't know who sings this?
Wait till he starts singing. Wait a minute.
No idea. Hold on.
I'll give you a couple clues,
All right, hold
and you'll get it. Who can take a rainbow?
I can't hear him. I got to hear him. Is that Bing Crosby?
No.
I don't know. So give me some. Patches O'Houlihan.
E. Have you ever heard this song?
Nah, bruh.
He's part of the culture.
Good for you. You're lucky.
He's part of the culture.
It's another win for you. You missed another terrible song.
Okay, there's
in American
going to be a
great
bonus
song.
question out
It's
there.
an
Okay,
awful
Dan,
song.
go ahead.
Oh, it's
Awful.
great. Sammy Davis Jr.
Okay.
Thank you.
There
Thank
you go.
you.
I
Now,
was in the right pack. I was just had the wrong rat. I mean,
right. So,
yeah, rat.
Okay,
They're
can
the
you
Rat
name
Pack.
three?
Easy.
Can you name three other of the members of the Rat Pack?
Yeah, Sinatra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was Dean Martin in there?
Dean Martin.
Gene Martin, correct.
And then just like Milton Berle, some hanger on.
No, it was
Jimmy like a Durant? Is that
No.
Is that a
No,
is that a
not
gangster?
Jimmy Durante.
Is
No.
that a gangster?
No.
Oh,
No.
I don't know.
He was a big nose comedian.
He was it was
one of them was married to a Kennedy.
Lawford.
Right, Peter Lawford. And
Never
then
heard
the
of
other one, last one,
Initials.
There were 5 of them? Man, these boys were running hard. A posse before there were posses.
Give me the initials.
Yeah. JB.
Joey Bishop.
Oh, look at you. Very nice. Very strong. Okay. So, very well done. Flags.
Flags.
How many horizontal rows of stars are there on the United States flag?
13?
Well, no.
No, those stripes.
Stars.
Stripes.
Probably
Right,
going
stars.
like. Well, let's
I thought this was a good question, too.
Is looking around the room, see if there's a flag anywhere. You're allowed to do that, right? No law against that, John. You
probably shouldn't have said anything if you're doing it.
Well,
you know?
how many across? Because you got to get 50, right?
Yeah, it's
so it's 10 5s?
I don't know if it's 10
5
5,
10s?
but they could, you could go 6 8s and just have a couple in there. I'm just trying to think. Is 5 enough? 2, 3. That's probably
either
right,
5 or
isn't it?
6, right?
Yeah,
Would it be
I don't
5?
think 5 is enough.
You don't think 5's enough?
I don't either.
Okay.
It's like 6 or 7. It could be like 7 and set. Like
where would be the bonus stars?
we just stick one in there. You can't really tell. They're not if they're not lined up exactly. I don't think they are. I think they're staggered, aren't they? This is terrible.
Yeah, we should know this. Guess one.
Let's go 6.
9.
Wow, so even more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it 13 stripes? Is that right?
13 stripes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So here's a follow-up, kind of a bonus, if you will. So who was president the first time there were 50 stars on the United States flag?
Well, it would have been
Eisenhower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, got one.
Yeah.
50s.
I figured. Right? Alaska came in the late 50s.
What I've learned through this segment through all the years, we're terrible with presidents, and we're also, what was the question we just had?
Flag.
It wasn't that per se.
No.
What was and then
Right.
English muffins.
No, the one we the last question we answered was not the flag question, was it? Didn't you just ask another one?
Candyman.
No, see, that's what happens.
Yeah.
My brain is.
By the way, I disagree with you, Jeff. You're not as bad on presidents as you think. You're probably about.
They're just tough.
Some of them can be, yes. But I'd say you're probably batting about. I think you're over 500.
Yeah, I do too.
I would say. Yeah. Okay.
Over
science.
500 in this game makes you. I just checked technically a moron. So you have to be way over
No,
500
I meant in
to
that
be
one
worth.
category.
I hear you.
Yeah. No, lifetime batting average. You guys are
yeah.
probably
900.
I was going to say probably 900.
Yeah.
875 to 9. Yes. Yes. It's a long time too.
Oof.
Which part of an atom would you find orbiting the nucleus?
Those are the electrons, aren't they?
Sure.
Electron.
Yes. Very good.
Very good.
History.
History.
In 1999, Nancy Mace became the first female cadet to graduate from what military college?
West Point.
Why do I
Coast
think
Guard.
Why do I think it's the Citadel?
Citadel.
Wasn't that a story with the Citadel? I think that we had West Point in before 99.
Yeah.
I'm going Citadel.
All right.
Yes, where the colonel graduated. Correct.
Colonel.
It's another good poll.
Yes,
I'm hot right now.
1955. Yes, yes.
Like that list from this morning, Jeff. You hot.
Yeah, for the bonus, it was easy for you guys. But the mascot for the Citadel?
They're the
Bulldogs.
Yeah. Can you name NFL player that played the Citadel? Probably, arguably one of the best athletes out of the Citadel. Had a very
Was it Brian Mitchell?
distinctive-
No.
he was
is it
like-
You got,
Washington
no, the
guy?
last name is right. You got no.
Keith Mitchell.
He actually played for the Cardinal. Played for the Cardinals.
Stump Mitchell.
And he had
Stump.
Stump Mitchell. Nice.
Wasn't he from like just Folkestone? Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great
Nice
name.
pull. That is. It definitely is. I'd have to agree.
Time for a
Sports?
couple more. Yep. Sports.
Okay. What team finished the 2023-24 regular season with the best record in the NBA?
Celtics.
Yes. Yeah, that was actually a second round question too.
Wow.
I know, right? Well, when it's your wheelhouse.
That's true.
Okay. Sports. Sweeping the ice to decrease the friction between the stone and the ice is a common maneuver in what sport frequently seen during the Winter Olympics?
Beef was very good at it.
Curling.
Or at least he went one day to show him how to curl.
Yeah. Curling
whatever we
expert.
call it. Oh, guess what? A movie I watched a couple days ago, speaking of beef. What would it be? What would be the world famous movie that would join the three of us together? Just based on
Three Amigos.
No, speculation and obviously being either making fun of or being made fun of.
Don't know.
The Game. It's fantastic.
Oh, The Game.
Oh,
The Game?
What an idiot! What a great!
Oh my God!
What a great movie.
Frost once called The Game one of the top 5 movies of all time.
One of my top 5 movies of all time. But yeah, nonetheless, a terrible designation that I don't know. I must have been high that day or drunk or something.
Dang.
Yeah.
No, that was a good movie. What, 1998? I think 1999.
Something like
But still,
that,
yeah. Speaking of that, movie links.
Movie links.
What actress starred in the following films? Amelia, Freedom Riders, and $1 Million Baby.
Hilary Swank.
Yes.
Good. It's the only one I knew. I remember Amelia, though, yeah.
That about Amelia Earhart?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember that one, but okay. You have time for one more?
One more.
For a guy who watches as many movies as I do, or as I have become, I don't know actors and actresses for nothing. It's like the same with music for me. It's all sports. Like I can tell you who the second baseman is for the friggin' Blue Jays, but I can't.
Okay. TV Cast Party.
TV Cast Party.
Okay.
Yeah, let me finish because I think you guys will get this. All right. Rue McClanahan, B. Arthur, and Estelle Getty starred in what TV show which premiered in 1985?
That's Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's an easy one.
All right, Johnny.
That may have been the easiest question of the day.
Appreciate it.
Okay, boys. Take care. Have a good
All
day.
right, there he goes. That's a Get Smart, John. I thought we held our own today. It gives us great confidence moving forward for segments that will include the Murphy Power Hour. We'll talk some baseball today. We got Jaguars talk at the not-so-mandatory minicamp and much, much more. To Beach Trust Plumbing Wednesday, we'll do the 10-minute drill when we come back on the other side, get you a chance to enjoy your Father's Day even more with the prize pack and all that good jazz as well. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
No, I like baseball. I just never understood how you guys can spend so much time discussing it. I mean, I've been to games, but I don't memorize who played third base for Pittsburgh in 1960.
Don Ho.
Beat you. 1010XL.
See, that's exactly what I mean.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Look, I'm not an expert when it comes to the economy. You know, higher interest rates, 401ks versus SEP IRAs. What I do know is I move closer to retirement. I watch my money grow, and that's because of Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. That's because of Reed Wingate and Dan Abel. That's because of Reagan Wright. Not just me. 3 generations of Hickens, friends, family have invested with ITP Partners. And it ain't cookie-cutter stuff. They listen and give us each individualized strategies. Our goals become their priority. Get in the game. ITP Partners are always there to help. For more info, Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
You
don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Imsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Bold City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the bold difference. Visit boldcityac.com to schedule your service appointment. boldcityac.com.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm, for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. Shootersjacks.com.
Jackson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website customtreesurgeons.com. That's customtreesurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
I'm Patrick Young, inviting you to the Florida SBDC's Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. If you're ready to learn, network, and be inspired, I'll be delivering a keynote message you won't want to miss. Secure your spot today by registering at floridasbdc.org. Hey, there's no time to waste. Right now is the right time. I hope to see you at the Small Business Success Summit in August.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I've got some exciting news from Leonard Truck Outfitters and their new location on Beach Boulevard. Stocking brands like Real Truck, UWS, WeatherGuard, Carry-On Trailers, and much more. Grand opening celebration June 28th, starting at noon with tons of special promotions and giveaways like a brand new golf cart.
Discover the timeless beauty of stone with Art of Natural Stone, offering an extensive selection of products. They cater to every design aesthetic. And not just a supplier, they also provide the installation. Skilled craftsmen ensure a flawless finish every time with Art of Natural Stone. You receive not just a product, but an inviting welcome home experience. So embrace the elegance of your own yard this year with artofnaturalstone.com. Open to the public on Phillips Highway and on Beach Boulevard.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hit it.
Okay, some sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, he likes to hand out what he calls a prize pack. What are you giving out today, sir?
Oh, let's see. I got 10XL. We celebrating dads.
Okay.
So we're doing that all week. So we have a Father's Day prize pack.
The forgotten holiday. We're going to remember at least one of you.
We got jumbo shrimp vouchers. But we also got a $50 gift card to Southern Steer Butchers, plus a gift card to Beaches Dermatology. All you got to do is hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill, 641-1010.
Same thing happens to me every Father's Day. It's like Father's Day is Groundhog's Day for me. Mm-hmm. Every year, my beautiful, well-intentioned wife takes Father's Day and makes it about what she thinks she should throw together to get all the fathers together to have a good Father's Day. That's not what Father's Day is for us dads. That's not what we really want.
Want to be in that Barco lounger.
I just want to be asked what do you want to do, and then do that. It's one thing. Anyway, it's also well-intentioned and from a good spot. That shame on me for saying anything. But you know what I want to do? I want to just watch the Open. That's it. Quiet. I just get together with my pops, and if my kids want to watch the Open, great. If they don't, Dad wants to watch the Open. We'll see.
Chris Sims has finished his top 40 quarterback countdown. Really nothing at the top to quibble about. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. I guess your first one that you might raise an eyebrow to, Matthew Stafford at 5.
No, I'm okay with that.
Justin Herbert at 6, C.J. Stroud at 7, Dak Prescott at 8, Jalen Hurts at 9, Jared Goff at 10. Jared Goff a little low. Jared Goff had a heck of a year last year. If you're basing it on a year, why is,
I don't think there's a big difference between 4 and 10.
He's kept Justin Herbert up there for a long time.
Who was 4?
Lamar. I get Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and Lamar. I get those.
I can't. Don't know about. And I've been the biggest Lamar supporter.
Yeah.
I'm losing faith in Lamar being up there. If I had to pick quarterbacks, Lamar's falling down the list of guys that I would take.
Would you take Justin Herbert or Lamar Jackson?
I'd take Herbert.
You would?
I would.
Wow. That is a 180.
Yeah, I'm taking Lamar.
Yeah.
That is a 180.
And again, I'm not saying for a game. I'm just saying we're starting right now. We're moving forward. You have an NFL team. You're allowed to have any quarterback in the league. Who are you taking first?
His group of wild cards, 11 through 14, are Lawrence, Cousins, Love, and Rodgers.
I really don't think the difference between 4 and 12 or 13 is very different. I think those guys they're all good enough to take their team to the Super Bowl if the team's right.
Mahomes is obviously 1-3. Josh Allen has not been. Joe Burrow has been and lost. Lamar has not been. Stafford 1-1. So that can't be the only criteria in his voting. Herbert has been to one playoff game and lost. Stroud, what does Stroud do? Did he win his playoff game?
1-1.
1-1. Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts got to a Super Bowl. Jared Goff had him at the NFC Championship game and has been to a Super Bowl. Trevor just 1-1. Kirk Cousins, Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, there's no Super Bowl quarterbacks playing right now. It's Mahomes and really Russ is 1-1 and Foles is even in the league. And Stafford, that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, we're gonna go deep and give me the 40-year-old backup like Flacco, obviously. But I mean, relevant quarterbacks who have won a Super Bowl. It's really a two-man list. It's Mahomes and Stafford. And you might say that's 1.5. I'm sorry, Russ ain't winning no Super Bowls. He's done.
I think Purdy and Tua at 17 and 18
that's
seem
low.
A little low.
I do too. I would put them in that same group with Trevor and Herbert and all of those guys. Goff.
Caleb Williams at 20 seems a little high.
Seems high to me.
Although if you do think he is the chosen one, which he put, then you'll be correct.
Listen, there's a very, very real dynamic in the NFL, and that is, Soldier Field is a graveyard for drafted quarterbacks. It's hard to play productive quarterback there for whatever the reason is. The cold, the wind, and it's different from, people say, well, Green Bay, this, that, and the other. No, it's more than that, man. They've never – is it 30 touchdown passer? I don't think they've ever had.
This is just nitpicking, but Michael Penix Jr. at 27, Jaden Daniels at 28, well, then you're telling me that Jaden Daniels isn't going to do much as a rookie because Michael Penix Jr. is not going to play.
I don't know if he's doing based on their impact this year because Gardner Minshew couldn't be 39.
Right. He still has Gardner.
Minshew said that one's unfair. And I know he's looking all like clinical and taking size and, analytics and play and everything into, as part of it. But that's way too low for Minshew. Started now for what, 3, about to be his 4th NFL team. He is very quickly becoming Fitzpatrick without a permanent gig. That's how Fitzpatrick started. He started games for 4 or 5 different teams. He finally got a job where he kept for a while. Yeah. Which was Fitzpatrick's first legitimate starting job? Was it Buffalo?
Bills?
And then he had one with Tampa. He had one with Jets. Houston. He had one with the Jets. He had
Miami.
One with Washington.
He went everywhere.
So Minshew, though, when he starts for the Raiders this year, will be the 4th team that he started for already.
4?
Yeah. He got a couple starts for the Eagles with
that's
injuries.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was doing okay, too, wasn't he?
Did okay. I think
he's better than Kenny Pickett. He's got Kenny Pickett 38.
Again, we are equivalent. Down there, it doesn't matter much.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like, Gardner Minshew is not good enough to win you a Super Bowl if everything else is right.
No.
Like, certain guys are good enough to win you a Super Bowl if everything else is right, and that scale varies. Less needs to be right for Mahomes to win.
Right.
But
wouldn't have been able to do.
Gardner's in that. He can't win a Super Bowl.
He wouldn't have been able to do what Nick Foles did.
No.
Right. So, anyway, it seems to me, though, that there are more warts on these quarterbacks in this year's crop than years previous. We say, so many good quarterbacks, but, the great ones, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and Burrow's had injuries 2 seasons. Lamar hasn't gotten to a bowl yet. Stafford is old and will probably miss time. Justin Herbert still has something to prove, although I think Harbaugh is getting ready to unleash Justin Herbert in a good way.
40-year-old Aaron Rodgers, another Super Bowl winner. It's been 15 years, and that's hard to remember. But, again,
he falls
I don't know. I'm not sure Rodgers can win a Super Bowl. I just don't know. I mean, he just missed a whole year of football. Why? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why was it so detrimental to 26-year-old Deshaun Watson to not play football for a year, yet Aaron Rodgers would not a thing is breathed about it because Rodgers is better?
I agree with you right there.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
This would be the hardest thing ever for Calvin Ridley to come off of a year of rust and play football, but Aaron Rodgers is like it never happened.
Like he's just going to walk right into it.
Yeah, that's fair. Be interesting to see what he does.
It's not a cold weather thing with Chicago. It's obviously more than that. So I mean, from the text line, I don't buy the cold weather. It's not a buy. It's a fact. In a league where every single team has had 30 touchdown quarterbacks and 4,000 passing quarterbacks, every single team, including those that just started last week, the Jags, the Texans, the Bears have not. And they played longer than anyone else. So there's clearly something about playing in Chicago that goes beyond, quote, cold weather. It's the winds.
It's the windy city.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, that's all.
Yeah.
It's obviously, if every other place has had has hit these production numbers, and Chicago in the league as long as anyone else and longer hasn't, then I think there's correlation.
Well, if you just go down this century, I mean, you're going from, Cade McNown to Jim Miller to Cordell Stewart to Craig Krenzel, to Kyle Orton to Rex Grossman to Jay Cutler to Matt Barkley to Mitchell Trubisky, who they thought they hit a home run with, to Justin Fields, who they thought they hit a home run with, now to Caleb Williams. There's always a reason, McMahon's still the best quarterback they ever had.
Well, and again, and when I say that, I say it because of this.
Sid Luckman from the 40s.
Justin Fields, the 11th pick.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler, the 6th pick. Mitch Trubisky, the 3rd pick. I mean, their last 3 real tries at quarterback have been top 10-ish.
Yeah.
2 in the top 6, another number 11. I mean, it's not like they have, just employed Kyle Orton every year, all year.
Yeah.
So it's not the cold. I mean, I'm not saying the cold weather is why the quarterback. I'm saying it's a combination of everything has made it different there. I can't come up with any other rationale.
Yeah. There's some facts there.
And again, that's because you got you've got him at Caleb Williams at number 20, not you, but Phil Simms, and that seems awful high for a guy that's never played, going to a spot that has not given us great quarterback play. By the way, Jim McMahon was not a good quarterback.
No.
He's just a guy.
Okay.
A lumbering, bumbling, personality-driven, but he was not a good quarterback. He was a poor quarterback. I would say back in those times he was well down. Now the Bears won because the defense and Peyton and all that, but Jim McMahon was shoddy. I mean, while they're winning and in their prime, they're drafting Jim Harbaugh and trying to get him to have the job. So I'll take it a step further. When's the last time the Bears had a good quarterback? McMahon won a Super Bowl. I don't think McMahon was a good quarterback.
Jim Harbaugh was there for a few years.
He wasn't,
but he wasn't at his best. Jay Cutler was okay. I mean, he went to an NFC title game, right?
Okay, but not good.
You want
not
a really good one, you got to go back to Sid Luckman in the 40s.
There you go.
George Bland had a couple years there.
Bob Avellini, Vince Evans. Remember those?
My favorite was Bobby Douglas.
Well,
first
here's
quarterback to ever run for 1,000 yards.
Here's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Since 1951.
Yeah.
3 Chicago Bear quarterbacks have made the Pro Bowl, and 1, Mitchell Trubisky, was a replacement.
Yeah.
They've had 2. They haven't had a Pro Bowl quarterback outside of Trubisky's injury or replacement designation since McMahon, who made 1 in 1985. In other words, they handed the keys to that Bears team, earned McMahon a Pro Bowl berth. If I look at his 1995 stats, I'm going to find something that you would cut a quarterback in today's age for. But Billy Wade in 1963 and Jim McMahon in 1985 are the only 2 Bears quarterbacks to make a Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We've had more than that here. We've had Brunell. We had Trevor. We had Garrard. So, and none of those, by the way, I don't believe, maybe Garrard was an injury replacement. I do not remember. But anyway, so there you go. And the Jags, just this breath of air that they've been playing football, have as many as the Bears in all those years.
I was just curious. I want to see what the fans thought because I don't think it bothers them at all. So I threw out our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Gators, and the PGA Tour. And I just asked you. I said, does it bother you that the Jags mandatory minicamp isn't really mandatory? Not one bit. Wish they were there. It's June. See you at camp.
1, 3, and 4 are all real similar, but I would fall into not one bit.
Only 14.7% say wish you were there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I I thought it would be, and I just think there's a different way we look at these now.
I think they're more interested in them being part of the off-season program.
Yeah.
Being around the facility, putting in the wait time, putting in some other extra time than it is actually getting out on the field for this. This is,
For a limited time on select move-in ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year 1 of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details. 20-plus Jacksonville communities in the best locations. Dreamfinders, everywhere you want to be, we are there. You can vote online on social media if you would like. But, yeah, the prevailing thought doesn't bother anybody anyways. They just don't care. We got the 8 o'clock hour coming up.
That's exciting.
Let me ask you before we go to break real
Okay.
quick. And obviously I'm sure you've talked about this whole Caitlin Clark thing. It just amazes me how long the conversations go and how you're just going to stick to your guns on this. Her not being in the Olympic team I thought was extremely short-sighted and stupid.
I don't think she should. This is not a putting Bronny on to get LeBron. I think she deserves to be on the Olympic team.
Well, I mean, I look at all this, like Diana Taurasi went her first year. And so
again, this is spiteful. The spite has reached the national level, and I don't understand. Women are. This is a bad look for ladies in general, man. How this is being handled, the difference in how this is being handled versus other professional organizations.
I thought the committee came out and hid behind some comments yesterday. I'm not going to change my mind. I didn't want to go down
the standards she's being
traveled, but
the standards she's being put up to is just ridiculous. The hate and the naysaying and the down. Listen, Dan, Caitlin Clark as a rookie is averaging 16.3 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
Yeah.
She's not playing poorly.
No.
This insinuation that she, as a rookie in 12 games, she's averaging 16 and a half By the way, on the worst team in the league,
right?
5 rebounds and 6 assists. Let me just say this. Remember when 2004, when the U.S. Olympic team was put together and they put LeBron and Dwayne Wade on the team?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? I'm asking you. Do you remember?
Say who?
In 2004, the U.S. Olympic team, they put LeBron and Dwayne Wade on the team.
Young LeBron.
LeBron was a rookie.
Yeah.
He just came off his rookie year. Was LeBron James one of the 12 best men's basketball players then?
He was.
Were his stats?
No, probably not.
Okay, these are the rookie comparisons. Well, she hasn't done anything yet. It's just college. Y'all, man, stop.
People argue?
Yeah.
You've gotten back and forth?
No, it's not an argument. It's like these people, like, suddenly are the arbiter of who's earning what and what's being handed out. Y'all are stupid when it comes to Caitlin Clark. She set the all-time record for college scoring. She didn't fall out of bed in D3 at Shippensburg State. She has earned every bit of kudos and attention that she's gotten. Y'all are most are in line. Okay. But let me just throw some numbers to the CCHers because I think there are some. And I think sometimes listen, same reason people hate Tim Tebow. Why? Why would you hate Tim Tebow?
Right.
Why would you root against Tim Tebow? What's the reason? Mm-hmm. Some people just don't like good people and good stories. Okay. It's true. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. Rookie year when LeBron was given a spot on the U.S. Olympic team that you could argue at that point he didn't deserve. At that point, sitting there then, he barely played, and when he did, he didn't do well. But my point is, he had just played one complete season in the NBA, his first year. After his rookie year, LeBron was on and again, he belonged. We argue then he should be on. But in his rookie year, LeBron shot 41%, Caitlin Clark shooting 37%. LeBron shot 29% from 3, Caitlin shooting 34% from 3. LeBron averaged 20 points, Caitlin's averaging 16.3. LeBron averaged 5.5 rebounds, Caitlin's averaging 4.9 rebounds. LeBron averaged 5.9 assists, Caitlin's averaging 6 assists. LeBron averaged 1.6 steals, Caitlin's averaging 1.5 steals. And the number they're killing her for is the turnovers. She's averaging 5.2 turnovers a game. LeBron rookie year, 3.5. Right. And there was, by the way, to my knowledge, not a lot of pushback from the veterans in the league itself, or the fans that why is LeBron on the team? But I don't know, something about the NBA, the girls, we're getting all these uninitiated sports fans in and weighing in on their opinions and then never watch sports in their life and to think we're at the upward game.
Anyway, I just wanted to see.
Thank you. Thanks for asking the question.
Your thoughts
played.
on that. We'll take a break. Sir. We'll keep it rolling. 8 o'clock hour coming up here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Hey, cataracts are the leading cause of vision loss in the United States and blindness worldwide. That's why I'm here telling you about Bao Nye and Associates. June is Cataract Awareness Month. Cataracts are a condition that causes the eye's lens to become cloudy, which can block or change the way light passes through the eye. Bao Nye is here to take care of you or someone you know are experiencing faded colors, intensified brightness to light, or poor night vision. Call or visit BaoNye.com to schedule your consultation. Bao Nye and Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hacker here, and I just got back from a cruise to the Caribbean, and it was incredible. I actually saw a few folks from Jacksonville who recognized me, and did they want to talk sports? Nope. They complimented my weight and how I look so different after dropping 65 pounds with Awaken 180 weight loss. I even had strangers that overheard some of those conversations that started asking me about Awaken 180. I took some fantastic pictures with my family that I would have otherwise avoided because of my weight. If you're overweight, you know what I mean. I knew I was going to go off the program for a bit because, hey, I deserved it. But my Awaken 180 coach had my back. She showed me how to take a break for 9 days and not put all the weight back on. It was easy. I ate all sorts of food, but the difference? I didn't keep going back for seconds and thirds. My body didn't need it. The kicker? I didn't gain a single pound because my metabolism is on fire. If you want a program that works and coaches that understand, do what we all did and go to awaken180weightloss.com.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinder's Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinder's Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinder's Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinder's Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jag backup QB Mac Jones during minicamp is making an impression on offensive coordinator Press Taylor.
Mac's done a great job just getting in here and learning the offense. I mean, he's a sponge. He loves football. He loves learning football, talking football. He's constantly in the building. He's constantly asking questions. He's constantly talking.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson commented on the goals of Phase 3 during minicamp.
You know, Phase 3 is more competitive than the other three phases, obviously, and you're doing more offense versus defense stuff. And you're just trying to limit the contact, and you're still teaching.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp started the 6-game series against the Indianapolis Indians with a win. The two teams play again at 1-1 Financial Ballpark this evening at 7:05. In Major League Baseball play, the Rays got the victory over the Chicago Cubs, and the Marlins defeated the New York Mets. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:14, it's 78 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program. 8:14. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out here on a Hump Day Wednesday. Lots to go over, lots to discuss. I saw the times are coming out for Florida football, and well, I tell you what, networks don't make mistakes often when it comes to sports, but I don't know what CBS was thinking letting go of the SEC in its heyday.
Yeah, it is strange.
That one doesn't make sense to me. You got an AUG 31 lineup with Georgia, Clemson, Florida, Miami. What?
Because you're going to get just as good of ratings from the Big Ten.
You think?
I do.
On CBS?
Yeah, Ohio State, Michigan. It's not Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah.
It's Ohio State, Michigan gets the biggest rating every year.
Yeah.
I mean, and adding USC and UCLA.
So for less money?
I just think I think it's a comparable product. Now, if you're a SEC fan, obviously it's not comparable. I won't ever choose Penn State, Michigan over, Alabama, Auburn. That's me. But I think I don't think now if they left for Big 12 or ACC or they gave up SEC and got out of the football game, I would 1,000% agree. And I still think it's better business to have the SEC. It's a more passionate year-round and a deeper league. I think you can get stuck with Big Ten matchups that don't. But I don't know this, Dan, because I'm a Southern football fan and I live here. Indiana, Iowa never appeals to me. Iowa, Nebraska, none of these games appeal to me. I would always choose Kentucky, Arkansas over that. But if you're up there, you look at it and you say, Mississippi State, Arkansas, who's watching that? I'd rather watch, Iowa, Penn State or whatever. So I think they're on cue, and they won the Natty last year, and I think the Big Ten and SEC are comparable. The SEC is definitely king, but I think they're more comparable after the relocations and the shifts and the additions to the conferences.
Okay.
I agree with you. It's especially where we sit.
Yeah.
I mean, Action News CBS 47 will suffer for it. I mean, your numbers on the weekend aren't going to be anywhere near what that SEC game of the week is, especially because Florida's involved.
Because they'll be watching the SEC on
Yeah,
ABC.
the Big Ten would be very wise to just strike and pay it themselves. They need to get FSU and Clemson, and now we got to fight.
Yeah, I was going over that the other day. I saw on ESPN they had the who's in what conference. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, was it hard to remember some of them?
Conference realignment tracker.
I think I could go.
ACC
Would I miss one here?
17 schools.
I have to name them all, or is it you name it? Yeah, we would get this.
Big Ten is 18 schools.
I think I get all 18.
Yeah. Big 12 has 16 schools.
That one would be a little harder because they've added this Arizona and Arizona States in the world.
Pac-12 has 2 schools.
That's Oregon State, Washington State?
Yes.
Those
SEC has 16.
I mean, what is that, man?
AAC has 14. Conference USA is 10.
Now, down in those, I wouldn't be able to get.
MAC has 12. Mountain West is 12. Sun Belt has 14.
I mean, in all seriousness, is this just literally you had one too many rum punches when they played musical chairs? But how does Washington State and Oregon State, how are they the two?
I don't know.
I mean, I got BYU happily playing in the Big 12 in Houston and Cincinnati, and I got Washington State and Oregon State. I mean, Oregon State's won natties in baseball, right? Did they win back-to-back 15, 20 years ago?
Sure did. Arizona State, Baylor, BYU, Cincinnati, Colorado, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas, K-State, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas Tech, UCF, Utah, and West Virginia are in the Big 12.
I give the Big 12 credit. They didn't give up when it looked like they should.
It's good.
Just good. It's not a great conference. It's good. The problem with that league is I'm going to make sure before I say there's no serious, legitimate national title contender in that conference. So that's the problem with the new Big 12. It's healthy. It's healthy. It's got a lot of good teams. But I would say there's no team in the Big 12 that will ever win the 12-team playoff. There's not a team in the Big 12 that's good enough to win one. A program that's sturdy enough to win. Is there a program in there that's won one?
Colorado.
And that was 90?
BYU.
90? BYU, what? That's Detmer's year when they beat Michigan? That's, again, 80s?
Who else has won? I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, with the new...
UCF.
No, they have not won, although the wall in the stadium says differently.
So, yeah.
That was an artistic creation more than an athletic achievement.
Interesting, though, that there's 18.
But it's a strong... I mean, they're spread out, across the country. They've got some passionate fan... Like, West Virginia's a passionate fan base. Are they a big, huge program? No, but...
I just don't get, Utah, UCF swim meet, that stuff.
In fairness, Dan, I don't think they're doing that as much as we always go to that excuse. I think that these conferences are
softball. What are they going to do? Yeah.
I think you're going to play in a division where you don't play that team.
Oh.
I think.
You should.
Well, I mean, the ACC is the king. I mean, to be the highbrow, smart academia conference, just a colossal screw up in their moves.
But if FSU and Clemson leave, they go down to 15, and where do they go?
They should be booted out of big-time competition because, by the way, North Carolina and Virginia will also get a nod. They're saying SEC for North Carolina and Virginia.
Yeah.
Because they would add something.
Yeah.
Whereas FSU, Clemson don't add anything. You have the South Carolina and Florida markets already covered with fan bases that really are larger than the one, there's more South Carolina fans in South Carolina than Clemson. Doesn't feel that way, but
I mean, we really should push Vandy out of the SEC.
I think ultimately we get to football-only stuff, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing seems way overdone.
It's very confusing and long. But anyway, my whole point was I still don't understand. I think CBS made a huge error in letting the SEC go, and I look no further than August, 30th or 31st, because that day we have Georgia, Clemson, we have Florida, Miami, and then the nightcap is Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and then ABC comes back the next day with
ABC has the SEC now?
Yeah, ABC, ESPN, and so the times change a little bit. And
what about the announcers? Did they stay put or did they leave with their conferences?
Nah, I think
who's college football? So we're like who's going to be them? Like the one thing I'll say for CBS, and I don't know if the other networks do this because I watch more of the CBS national game, but every week at 3:30, you know it's Nestler and
it won't be that.
Yeah, you know it's the same guy, right? They have a main college like at ABC, ESPN. Is that not Herb Street and Fowler? But they always seem to do the primetime game.
Yeah. Let's see. Who will broadcast SEC games in 2024?
It's ABC, ESPN, SEC Network.
Yeah. These are times and such. These aren't the announcers. Looking for the announcers, so we'll have to find them.
Yeah, I don't know who they're. Yeah, what the crews are. I mean, I feel like some of these guys, and maybe it's just because they move around. Are there some of them that are working CBS and the ESPN line of networks even now as we speak?
I don't know.
Like you don't hear Nestler on ABC or ESPN games ever, or only on that CBS game, I guess now.
I mean, ESPN is a part of ABC, so
right,
therefore
sure.
they're
it's those same.
They're
that's
well
that same
covered.
group. That means that I'm going to be subject
on
to
CBS. So
Let
you're
me
going
just
to
ask you this: that's a roundabout way. I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Am I going to be subjected to Beth Mowins for Florida Miami? It's all I want to know. I don't want any Beth Mowins in my life when the season kicks off against the Canes in Gainesville. I can't have that.
You don't like Beth Mowins?
Her voice makes me want to jump off of a skyscraper.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and I mean without a helmet, swan dive, head first.
All right.
I mean, splat me bigger than the largest pepperoni pizza in the New York City. I'm going right off the Empire State Building when Miami, Florida run out to the not-so-dulcet tones of Beth Mowins.
Oof. Tells you how far the
mowing my ears off is what she's
how far
mowing.
the program has fallen.
The Florida program?
Yeah.
They'll get them. They've had Mowins a lot the last couple of years. Don't kid yourself.
Somebody's telling us on the text line, there's an issue in Pittsburgh. The Pirates have a home game the same day as the Backyard Brawl. The Brawl's at 3:30. The Pirates game was at 6:40. The MLB, to alleviate issues with the drunk fest of the Brawl, decided to move the Pirates game to 1:05. There's now a major backlash because parking will be a disaster, and it's putting a limit on tailgating because both stadiums share parking lots.
That's kind of the same when the Jags and Shrimp play around here.
Yeah. Murph's in the house. We'll do the Murph back from London with a championship belt.
Governor? Yeah, see, did you see Murphy's quote? What was your favorite thing about the weekend, Daniel? Winning. You remember that? Okay. Yeah, he said, yeah, I own it. We got to talk some baseball. I don't have funerals. They're dead to me, though. It's the drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
The home of the home team you grew up with.
Looking for Jimmy in the end zone. Touchdown Jaguars! Touchdown Jaguars! Touchdown Jaguars!
1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver. Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year 100,000-mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Incella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vons. V-O-N-S. Vons Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vons. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vons.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm, for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. shootersjacks.com.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my take on the Weekend with Dan. Find it on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan, brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
If you've played sports or still lead an active life, chances are joint pain is nothing new. This is Dr. George Barry of Barry Orthopedics, and we like to be your option when it comes to taking care of your body and getting back in the game. From shoulders to elbows to hip and knee pain, Barry Orthopedics can diagnose and treat a variety of injuries that are causing you pain. We are Barry Orthopedics and online at barryorthopedics.com. With more than 30 years of experience, our team is here to care for your entire family.
Find out more at barryorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
Stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or your business. Rhino Shield's beautifully durable coatings never chip, crack, or peel. And we mean that. And they back that up with a 25-year warranty. No mold, no mildew, no algae growth. Prevents water intrusion damage from nasty weather and hurricane-force winds. Fights salt corrosion. Class A fire rating. Oh! All while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. With 0% financing and new low pricing up to 25% off, gang. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. So what do? You go to rhinoshieldjax.com and get that free estimate. That's rhinoshieldjax.com. Book your free estimate today.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. What's better than beer? Cold beer. Put your company logo on a custom koozie. Check them out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Hey, it's Roger Moore, CEO of Loan Pronto. If you're like me, you're getting crushed by rising costs of everything these days. I get it. It's brutal, and credit card rates are ridiculous and going higher. That's why at Loan Pronto, we launched our Express Equity Line of Credit to bring you the relief you and your family need, using your home, your most valuable asset. We've helped thousands of people like you get fast relief with cash. The average homeowner who does this gets tens of thousands in just days and is able to save $850 per month in overall expenses. I'm talking life-changing money. Your money that you have access to right now. Listen, if you're ready to get control of your finances and get off the hamster wheel, call Loan Pronto. You can get approved for Express Equity Line of Credit in just minutes, and we can get your cash in less than a week. Stop digging a deeper credit card hole today. Call Loan Pronto now. 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. 904-999-1508.
Equal housing lender. NMLS 166-1781. Subject to lender approval. NMLS consumeraccess.org.
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things.
We focus on what customers say, like who a few weeks ago Donna said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had, or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night, because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing, because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, we got a winner and 2 losers in here right now, Jeffrey. We got Daniel Murphy, the winner of the Home Run Derby. Now, I didn't get to see, like, you were in a cage. I saw the highlights, but it didn't show the ball going.
No.
You were doing a little bit of your new swing a
Trying.
little bit. I saw you working there. Maybe you went back to your old swing to make sure you won it.
Had to be accurate. Had to be a little accurate.
Give me a little from Murph's perspective, how this was set up, because Murph did a Home Run Derby in London in Trafalgar
Square.
Was it
against
virtual?
Chase
Were you
Utley.
hitting into a simulator?
So there was a cage set up. So think of it, but not a long cage the way that you normally would hit in. It was wider, and it was far enough away. We had a batting practice pitcher. So Dave Joust, who coached for the Mets, and who I know well, he threw batting practice to myself and Fire, Miss Monty, for the Mets. And then the Phillies had a batting practice pitcher as well. But it was far enough that you could see the flight.
Time out. Fire, and what are we doing here? What was that? Who are they?
Oh, those are my partner. Those are the UK Gladiators.
I saw you giving lessons at City Field. So
That's
it was
true.
you and someone
Fire
against Utley and someone.
And then Chase had Apollo, whose name is Alex. He was a rugby player and went to camp with the Atlanta Falcons for a handful of years.
Fire didn't hit any dingers.
No, I did. She didn't crack any pumps. No, but she got it in the air. She did her bit.
She did?
I'll give Fire
I'll tell you what
credit.
she did at the end. She cut the nets down. That's what she did.
Okay.
I'll give Fire credit for this too. Apparently, in order to prepare, she had come stateside. She saw the Mets, Phillies in New York and Philly, or at least in one of the spots.
And then went to Philly after that and met Chase.
All right, so keep going.
Yeah, so batting practice, so call it 45 feet away, another 5 to 8 feet behind them. So the cage length is probably, call it 60 feet or so. And it's high enough that you can see, like, I was trying to pull everything.
Right, I saw that.
In the air.
Yeah.
Like, and so there was
Murph
a little
let out
corner.
a couple, when he swung it.
Must have been a bad ball he threw me. Yeah, I had a couple of those. And so I didn't forget my bat. I just didn't pack it at the end. So huge shout out to Kevin Kearse, the clubhouse manager for the Mets. I rolled up to the game before that. They were having a workout. And I was like, Kev, I need a bat. And so he grabbed me a bat, Thomas Nito's bat, and some sandpaper.
A lot of hits in that one, by
and
the way.
away we go. Well,
a lot left. Haven't used many of them yet.
We just DFA'd the poor kid. 12 years with the Mets. God bless him. He tried hard.
I'm sure we'll pick him up.
No, the thing is he's been.
We'll probably pick him up and hit him second today, the way the Braves are playing.
He hasn't been playing bad,
No.
but Torrens has been the new catcher's playing well. So all that to say, it was 2 rounds of 11 swings.
Okay.
And we end up winning by, and they counted. So like I hit one like 300 feet. That was worth 700 points. A home run was worth like 1,000. I think I hit 3 or 4 in the virtual on home runs. But then they had a Goonie golf aspect to it.
Oh, geez.
That you could hit a 2x if you hit 3 of these things out there. So 1 in dead center, 1 in right center, and 1 in left center. Just
oh boy,
bonus points.
Yeah, and so there was a little bit of trepidation at the end because at about 5 or 6 pitches left, Utley went last. He was the last one to swing. And I didn't realize how much I wanted to win it until I had no more swings left. I was like, I want to win this thing, and I can't hit anymore. So I was standing next to David. Number 5 was there. And so about 6 swings or so, we could both feel it. And it was like, this thing might happen, but we're scared to talk about it because you don't want to touch it.
Like how much he wants to win.
And then the like
and
the
your
second,
boys, Wright was there and Satin was
Piazza
there.
was there.
Yeah.
Satin was in the house.
Yeah.
Mookie Wilson was there.
And so you had and Utley lives there?
So Utley lives 2 miles away. Rolled right into his backyard.
Lives in London?
Yeah. Took a little something from
Chase
him.
Utley.
He said, he lives 2 miles. I go, where you live?
Is he
goes,
married?
2 miles away. Yeah, he's got 2 boys.
Did he marry a British woman, or?
No, they just moved over.
He took
kind
a
of
job
on a whim.
for MLB. He's like the ambassador. Is that why, or no?
I think that the idea was to go to London first, and whatever he's doing with the MLB in London just happens to be partly because he's over there. But he's been there for like a year or so, and been to, I think he told Tori like 35 different countries. They just go traveling around because once you get into the EU,
Did you feel now? You've not been to the Jags in London, have you, or have you?
I haven't been to the game.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what is a typical crowd at a MLB game in London look like? Are they Americans that are fans of the sport, and it's their chance to come from Germany and Switzerland?
I think they got 50,000.
But are they baseball fans that are taking advantage of the sport being close to them to come see it, or
I think it's probably like the NFL. I think you get about 10,000 from Mets fans, Phillies fans, and then people come out of curiosity to drink.
So there was, I saw something, German fans were there. So I think that it's a central place, or more central in Europe. So people from Europe will come in as well. So there was like a Germany Mets fan club, I think, that had something with
so I was wondering if it would be like that.
The 7-Line Army said they were bringing 1,000 people because we ran into them next to some of the
they must have loved that.
Yeah, the horses that were in the guards that were on top of them. I thought that horse was going to bite my nipple. It almost went sideways there
got
early
a nipple
on.
sighting.
The pomp and circumstance in Trafalgar Square is a lot like what the NFL does with the Jags when they're over there. There's a lot of stuff going on, and you were the centerpiece with the home run.
It's kind of like their Times Square.
Yeah.
Their Piccadilly. They have Piccadilly
but there's a lot of
Circus
baseball. MLB takes over that.
Like the
whole
thing. NFL calls it the NFL experience.
Yeah, so it's the same kind of thing, which is cool. I mean, it was
cool. There was a lot of people there. So, a lot more Phillies fans. I got booed pretty properly on the way out. They gave it to me.
Good.
To the point that Tori, she goes, I wasn't certain if I should have asked you to do this because they gave it to me pretty good.
Oh.
But then at the end, once we had won, a little victory lap, the woman that was running it asked at the end, the MC, she goes, what did it feel like to be booed by Phillies fans? It's not the first time. Suckers.
Felt good. As a Phillies fan, how it felt for us to win. They know how that feels.
I was watching, I get these On This Date and Histories, and you pop up all the time with the Mets, and you've had some, literally, I don't know if I just followed your career more closely, but, I mean, you had some really unique moments.
Yeah,
things.
strange things.
Right?
Did you see the unassisted triple play or something like that?
It was the one at first base. What did you do with the ball?
I flipped it
Carlos Torres.
Oh, yeah.
What did
so
you
it
tell
hit off his foot. So it hits off of
Carlos
Torres'
pitching.
foot. Frenchie, Francoeur, hits a hard ground ball
playing
back up the middle.
Braves?
We're playing in Philly.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is at the end of Frenchie's career.
Yeah.
So he bops one up the middle. It hits Torres' foot. And it goes up in the air to me at first base.
All right.
And
You're
now
playing first?
I'm playing first. And so it's spinning in a way that's almost going to hit, and I can see it, and it's going to skip to kind of second. So I go to backhand it. Well, I smother it like a hand grenade. And as it's underneath of me, my chest and everything is basically pointing to right field.
Yes.
And I think to myself, if there's one person on this planet who will keep running to first base, it's Carlos Torres.
So you went for
And so I just YOLO this thing. I got no idea. I grab it. I can't see. But first base hasn't moved in 160 years, so I have an idea where that is. And I just shovel it as hard as I can that way. And there's Torres.
He just happened to be there.
Boom. And he grabs it, steps on it, and so close that Francoeur and him are running now. And Francoeur pushes him away, but just because he was going to knock him over.
Yeah.
And, yeah, take that, Philly.
I was watching. I've told Jeff this story before, but on these dates in history, in June 11th, 2005 popped up, and that's when I took my older son to Shea Stadium, and Marlon Anderson had the inside the park home run, and then Cliff Floyd had a walk off to win it. But the funniest part of that story was we're sitting in Shea Stadium. It's a big crowd. It was Bart beat the Mets the night before. It's the Mets Angels.
Mm-hmm.
And so Marlon Anderson, my son had said, Dad, does the apple come out if they hit an inside the park home run? I said, I don't know. Probably. I don't remember. And so, sure enough, Marlon Anderson hits a ricochet, and he wasn't the fastest dude, but he got around the bases, slid hard into home plate. He was safe. We went crazy. Apple comes out. It was a great moment. But you were, and the kid's 10 or 11, so he got a full proof of, that's what you love when you have games like that.
Well, yeah, the emotion of it inside the park or like in a home run, because you can feel it on a triple as the crowd rises.
Right.
I doubt I'm hitting my team in the pocketbook, but yeah, they're losing a baseball trip out of your boy for the summer.
I want to ask you a question, Jeffrey.
Yeah, go ahead.
About your team.
Ask me. I'm an expert, so you can ask me whatever you want about my team. I will know the answer.
Okay. I think I liked it.
You
Maybe
you can go across all levels of ball. I don't care. I can answer them all right now.
These are amazing to me. Not to you because you're watching them. Since April 24th, no Major League Baseball team has scored fewer runs than the Atlanta Braves.
Well, I mean, I keep telling you guys this, and you guys you act like you know what my team, anything at all about them. They're playing terrible. It's been going on for 6-8 weeks.
146.
They had a losing month in May, the first one since 2021. Yeah. This isn't just things will be fine. I'm not saying they're going to miss the postseason. Don't get me wrong, but this isn't the team of the last couple of years who can just take a little break.
Why have they all stopped hitting?
Is the ball softer? I don't know. I don't know.
What's your theory, Murph? They're not hitting. Why have they all stopped hitting
at all?
I gave you guys.
Overrated?
I mean,
career years.
I think they definitely had career years.
I mean, Matt Olson had an unbelievable year. You can't expect that,
No,
but you want to
at the end
expect
of the
30.
day, I asked you guys
Yeah.
this question, and you were shocked by the answer. But Austin Riley has 3 home runs. Ozzie Albies has 4 home runs.
It's a team that tied a Major League record last year, right?
Sean Murphy has 1. He's missed some time. 1. I mean, if it weren't for Marcell Ozuna, they'd be sub 500, literally.
Yeah.
They would be under 500.
What is like so from this year watching the at bats compared to last year? Like what do you see? I mean, obviously less hits, less homers, but is there any sort of cocktail that seems different?
They're not getting on. I bet you the on base percentage is like 100 points less. They're never on base.
Never, yeah.
Like last year, I get frustrated because did you see what the Braves did? They left second and third, 4 innings in a row. Now we can't get to second and third. They've been shut out twice in the last 6 games. They weren't shut out twice all last year. They're not hitting. And it's not a case of, like, Acuna was barreling and getting bad luck.
Okay.
So his struggle, the rest of these guys aren't barreling. They suck.
It's like either swing and a miss or
They're missing.
poor contact.
And Snicker, who's, listen, Snicker's always had, he's always had a buttermaker. And I'm for it.
You change the lineup.
He moves that lineup around like it's a little league team. He's always done that. He'll move you up and down who's hot, and I'm okay with it. But part of that sometimes ends up with guys in odd positions, and you wonder after the fact, well, that may have been dumb. But Austin Riley's been hitting third his whole life. And suddenly, with Acuna out, we decide we're going to do any lineup that anybody got a suggestion?
Right, we'll
put it in
try
the box.
Yeah.
And so he's been batting, Riley's second for a month. Can't hit. Austin Riley, this sums up the Braves more than Austin Riley is what sums up the Braves. He's got 3 home runs. This dude's a 40 home run guy. Big, strong.
Is he a 40 home run guy?
He's a 30 to 40 home run.
What, 240 right now? What's his on base
38,
percentage?
did you say?
His average is 225. His on base 295.
Ooh. We don't like those.
The highest on base percentage by a Braves starter is Ozuna at 390. Ozuna's having a great year. No one else is even Olsen 326, but only 241 average.
Yeah, you're not getting on base.
Yeah,
well, last year,
Ozzie on base. This is our leadoff hitter. He's 321. I'm sorry, he's not leadoff anymore. Snicker moved him. Now he's back to 5th. But
Harris, leadoff?
Harris is leading off now.
What's he?
He's probably their best. He's hitting 250, which makes him a stud on this team.
I think the worry for you, because I think at some point they hit a little. They got.
I would think,
but it has been a lengthy period.
There were some guys. I will say this: there were guys last year that careered it.
Yeah,
I've never liked Orlando Arcia. I never have. He had a great year last year. He was an all-star. He had 20 homers.
Yeah.
But I've never been big on him. Well, lo and behold, you look up. Guess who's hitting 232?
Yeah.
Orlando Arcia.
Lindor, Alonso. I can go down the line.
No, but it's the home run number.
I'll say this,
the Braves have a team only have 65 homers, and we're 64 games in. Last year they hit 317. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Almost 2 a game.
You're putting a lot of faith into Sale and Freed.
I'm not.
Well, I mean the team.
They have been riding.
Those guys got to keep coming through.
Well, and you can't do it every game. And that 5th starter, whichever young guy it is, he ain't ready. Whether it's Smith Shawver or they did the Schwell. Waldrop.
Yeah.
There's a couple others.
All right, let's take a break. I want to come back. I want to ask Daniel the most overrated player in baseball. 59 responses to The Athletic, and one guy far and away.
I have a question before we go to break.
It's not your old teammate either. I would vote for.
Let me ask Daniel one question too before we go to break because I got a Guggen wanted to ask you about how much, if at all, do you know about Spencer Torkelson, the first former number 1 overall pick,
from Detroit.
He's bouncing. He's been designated twice now.
Okay, sent down.
Option down now twice after he was. And the Tigers are okay.
Yeah,
that young talent is coming to fruition, but it's not including the number 1 player. Is that's supposed to be a cornerstone? Is he? Arrow's I know you probably haven't watched him a ton per se.
Difficult because he's more difficult because he's right-handed. You understand the first option because guys come up and they may go down, but to have them be in a race right now for the postseason and to send them down, that's a meritocracy. They think someone else is going to be more productive. So I don't, must be swinging.
Tigers 32 and 34, which by Detroit standards is like being 40 and 20.
Yeah, they're in it.
For now. All right, it's Beach House Plumbing Wednesday. You're listening to The Drill and the Murphy Power Hour and more next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Expect acceleration.
He's got him. Oh, there we go.
Sunday at Iowa Speedway. Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower, 1010XL.
Why Arlington Toyota? All right, you've got to hear. Just drive to their lot and you will see that Arlington has a huge selection of new vehicles in stock in one location. No more driving around trying to figure out what you want. Arlington has it. And every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time and miles. Plus, you now get 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it, and Arlington's Credit Helper program to help get you financed. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Clearwater. John, I can't even mow my side yard. It's so soggy. Man, my builder sucks.
Brent, calm down. This is a common problem in neighborhoods where houses are built too close together. You need gutters and a properly installed French drain that will soak up subsurface water. We can completely dry it up.
So I can take my builder off my speed dial now, huh?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Let that builder bitterness go.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan. You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Lewis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Lewis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm Hacker, and Denny Thompson and I will navigate you through the Florida football offseason during the Gator Bites podcast, presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane's here. His dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here, people like me. Man, we need a new bathroom. We use Shane. He did such a great job. We did the main bathroom after that. We've used Shane Lockhart Construction numerous times. Their family gives our family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction, inside or out. He's done my son's siding on his house. If you have any construction needs, ideas, or thoughts, give Shane a call. He'll call you back, 994-3865. Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Hi, I'm David Lane, your average everyday Joe. I'm 5 months out of my back surgery with Southeast Orthopedic, and I'm doing great. Thanks to Dr. Herford and his staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hacker here, and I just got back from a 9-day cruise to the Caribbean. Now, I knew I was going to slip off my Awaken 180 program because, hey, I deserve it. I've lost 65 pounds so far. But guess what? My Awaken 180 coach even suggested it and helped me cheat. She showed me how to take a break for 9 days and not put any of the weight back on. I ate all sorts of foods, from fried green tomatoes to frog legs, but the shocking part, I didn't keep going back up for seconds, thirds, or fourths. My body didn't need it, and I really didn't want it. Did I lose weight on vacation? No, I was on a break. But did I gain 10 pounds? No, sir. I didn't gain a single pound because my metabolism is on fire. My body's just doing its thing. If you want a program that works, want coaches that understand real life, do what we all did and call Awaken 180. They've got your back while keeping your front from popping. 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hicken here with Zero Res. If you're like me, you like to sit on the sofa and recliners and watch a good game or show. You know, unwind down from the day. But sometimes TV time means food, drink, and a mess as well. That's why you need to have the Zero Res truck out and get that furniture looking great again. All of June, Zero Res offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning, 25% off a sectional, off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, man. You spell it forwards, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Beards Diamond's incredible 0% financing is back.
Shop the biggest inventory in North Florida
and get 0% financing store-wide for 5 years on anything and everything.
In the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, a couple things on the text line for Murph, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. What do you think of Brett Wisely's performance with the new swing you helped him with? You didn't help him with, you hit with him?
I wouldn't say I helped him with it. We hit together, and, man, when you watch the ringers move, you forget how good they are. And he hit home more last night, Brett did, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yeah, I've seen some of his swings this year. He looks really good at the plate. Got him a home run last night as well.
With the Giants, he's done well. You know, Austin Slater is a Jacksonville guy, but he's been out there forever. But he hangs around. He's on the team every year. He's made it through. He's pretty sure he's the grandson of former Mayor Ed Austin, if I'm not mistaken.
We talked about all the Gators. A record high number of Gators in the league. I think a record high number of Jacksonville area products also in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're always great stories.
Sean Reed Foley, sorry to interrupt you.
He's been
DJ
great.
Stewart over in London. 904 was taken over.
Attaboy.
Sean Reed has had a very good year.
He's had a really good year.
Under 2 ERA, goes in, throws an inning, gets out.
His
done
mom
well.
works at JU. We took a picture for President Cost.
Very
for the
nice.
Dolphins.
Who's been the most feared hitter of y'all's lifetime? The last guy you want to see come up if you're, Barry, right?
Yeah,
it's Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
It's really
not
not
close,
even close,
right?
no.
I mean, Pujols in his prime had a little bit of that.
I think he could.
I felt like every time he was up, this dude's about to hit a home run. There have been others, and there are even some now. Who's the second most feared?
Somebody now.
I could suggest it.
Griffey.
Yeah.
Give me Junior.
Aaron Judge.
Ooh.
This guy's got that Bonds vibe going, man. It's got
that.
You listen, they're runner on first and 2 outs. Just walk this son of a so-and-so.
So I saw over whatever stretch he's gone on, because he started slow.
Right.
He
slow,
did.
but whatever stretch he's
real
on,
slow.
it's like he's OPS plus in, I think, 212.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's on the season or not.
That's
but
Little League numbers.
Well, that's now you're in. Well, everyone knows how much fondness I had. Now you're in Ruth territory. You've separated yourself from your peers so much that you must take notice like you are.
Well,
right
I mean, he did it again last night. It's just been
He's got
been
25 home runs.
It's two for 4. He's
Pete, that's why you're not getting his money.
His OPS right now is 1150.
Ooh, yeah.
Hitting 309, on base percentage 437. What was Bonds over 500 a couple of years on base percentage?
On base percentage, yeah. Spend half your life on base is a good way to want to go to sleep soundly at night.
So he hit his 25th home run, but he also has 20 doubles. He's like on this through 60 whatever games they play, through 69 games. I think he has the most combined homers, doubles if not Major League history, Yankees history, something. They throw you so many of these superlatives now. It's hard to keep up with them
On the
all.
season right now, it's OPS plus of like almost 220. Like you're just in a class.
You just feel like, and so that's my question: is there a chance is he good enough with enough staying power, Daniel, that if we ask this question in 10 years when his career is over, that we will go Bonds Judge? Someone else will come along, or there have been other guys that have that. Soto has a little bit of that. There's a few guys,
It's
but man,
difficult for me to say 10 years from now, only in the sense that
he's kind of old too, isn't he?
The greats of the greats they're left-handed. I just think it's a huge deal, and as you age, like being right-handed, and this is nothing against Aaron, and you see it a little bit.
Is that a humble brag or what? I'm kidding.
No, I just happened to grab this. If I was right-handed, I would have played baseball.
You know what stopped Aaron Judge's injury?
Yeah.
Because when he was 25, he hit 52 with 114 ribs and a 1.049 OPS. He played 155 games that year. The next year, he only played 112. Year after that, he only played 102. COVID year, he only played 28.
40, right? I mean.
Yeah, right.
Or 60, sorry.
And then
60.
21, he played 148, not as great.
Is that the 60-something?
No, that was 157 the next year, 62, 131.
And then last year he got banged up.
And then last year he got banged up again, so he hit 37-75.
Not terrible.
Not a bad year, but he's.
But the home run numbers there and those OPS numbers, those on base percentage numbers, again, I think it's, and I don't think he's Bonds. He's not that scary, but
like
I think he might be the closest to that.
When him and Stanton were together, they're still together, but when they first came together at the Yankees, was it just assumed Judge would be better? Or was
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I thought that when
he
they
was a
acquired
prospect
John Stanton, that they thought
he was the alpha, and then Batman Robin would be Judge, and Judge was a relative. Stanton had years of production piled up by the time Judge made his debut.
Murph, question on the text line also. If your coach told you, I want you to get a walk and get on base, what would you do at the plate? What adjustments would you make? What would your approach be to try to draw a walk?
To draw a walk?
Yeah.
So I think that
Murph doesn't like to draw a walk.
Well, I don't.
I like the old little league strategy where you put your bat out like that's going to mess up the pitcher.
I mean,
right?
I would say
they
that
do that in the majors still to this day.
Yeah.
A base on balls is more a byproduct than trying to get it. Now, in a situation, we were talking about this last night when the Mets came up in the ninth inning.
Take some pitches, know the
All right.
situation.
So the Mets are in the ninth inning last night. They're playing the Marlins. They're down 2 in the ninth inning.
Yeah.
So my only thought is the Metropolitans have one job in this ninth inning.
Right.
Get the tying run to the plate.
Correct.
Okay, in my mind, if you want to try to go 4 before 3, 4 balls before 3 strikes, I don't think you do it the whole way, but you take
I thought
a
you
strike.
meant drinks before 3 o'clock.
No.
I do that sometimes.
Well, I heard Kevin Long used to say that. You go try to see if you can get 4 before 3. I thought it was a good idea. But I do it for, until you get a strike. So we're going to make the pitcher throw us a strike, and then from there we'll start the at-bat. Because actually Starlin Marte started the at-bat last night 2-0, and I thought I may get my base on balls right here. So, no, I don't like trying to get a walk the whole way, but if you want to take a strike and settle in, sometimes you'll find yourself in a positive count as well.
Your guys' thoughts, any bitterness, any particular disdain for a pitcher now 6-2 with a 2.82? You know who that is? Who's 6-2 with a 2.82?
Former Met.
Marcus Stroman.
Oh, he does that all the time.
He does. That's
wait till the second half.
Okay, I don't know anything about him. I just know that he was.
Stroh's a good. I mean, I like.
What, he got hurt with y'all maybe the second half or something?
Stroh did a lot of. He opted out. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's kind of
he's a pain in the rear.
Yeah.
But if you can get him down like he's
so that's not surprising. The 6-2, 2.82.
No, because he had a really good first 3 or 4 months last year, and then I think he got banged up a little bit, and it was
the surprise is Lugo.
Well, he's with the Yankees.
Lugo's pitching.
Stroman too.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I mean, it's a kind of, and I guess I will say that 48-21 without Garrett Cole for much of the year. I mean, the Yankees pitching last year struggled, and they're just finding it all over. Every starter that plays is
they don't lose. I don't know.
Same with the Phillies.
Yeah,
Phillies same. Their same record, 48-21.
Like, what do you point to towards the Yankees? Because I saw the stat on the Phillies last night when they were playing Boston. They got 4 of the top 6 ERAs in the National League.
Pitching is.
I mean, it's not just Zach who pitched a gem last night.
Nola's been throwing the ball.
Nola's got the worst of them.
And Suarez has become an ace.
But then the other guy.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy?
No, it's
What's his name? I don't even know.
Yeah, I do. It's
Is it a Spanish guy?
Yeah, it's Oh my God.
Yeah. I said, who's this guy? I mean,
he doesn't have the length of. He hadn't done it as much.
But they got some injuries too. They're going to deal with, right? JP just
Rio
went down.
Muto just went on the shelf.
Yep.
Feels like what is it, a meniscus?
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. They said probably.
The backup catcher for them is a smaller person.
Yes.
Who is their backup catcher?
Stubbs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Stubbs.
Sanchez.
Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah.
Ranger Suarez, Christopher Sanchez. That's
but Suarez is 10-1, man.
Yeah, but this guy started the same amount of games as Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, I hear you.
So he just hasn't won the games, but his ERA is terrific.
It's with no Turner as well. Trey's been out.
I mean,
they just lost Real Mundo, by the way. He's out. He's got knee surgery.
Hasn't been as.
But that pitching is like you just said, those three, and if avoid injury to one of those dudes, and their bullpen's been good too, and that's not always been the story.
Not Sunday. I told you they'd get that guy.
It was a rubber game after we won the home run derby and lost the first game of the series.
Yeah.
Rubber match.
I wish we could. Can we take that W and put it on the?
We'll take that
on the
series
list?
win right there.
All right, we got the 9 o'clock nasty coming up. Murph hanging out with us here on a Hump Day Wednesday, right here on the Drill.
Speedros Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Greg Huntington, one of the original Jaguars, a.k.a. the Mango.
And the Jaguars are going to the playoffs!
On 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Wednesday is Free Friday at 1010XL's Restaurant of the Day, John Smith Subs. Experience the thrill of the grill and get free fries with any sandwich purchase all day today. Bring your big mouth to John Smith Subs on Hodges at JTV. The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
A tomahawk steak is more than a meal, it's an experience. Dads, we've got you covered at Southern Steer Butcher. Now through Father's Day, get your tomahawk steaks for $24.99 a pound.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
an AC warranty that doesn't seem to cover what actually breaks? Not at Vaughn's Heating and Air. New AC units from Vaughn's include a 10-year warranty covering all parts, all labor, and all refrigerant. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguar OC Press Taylor during minicamp looks for familiarity with the offense to pick up the tempo.
75-80% of the group has been here before. So they kind of understand why things went away, why things changed the way they were called, why we do things we do.
Jag wideout Parker Washington is among those who recognize the vocal leadership taken by QB Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, he's just embracing that leadership role even more. He's been doing a great job at it. I feel like he's just out here having more fun, more comfortable, and I'm excited for him.
John Rahm announced on Tuesday due to a foot infection, he'll need to pull out of the U.S. Open. Rahm, the 2021 U.S. Open champion, was scheduled to make his 9th appearance at the Open. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:06 and it's 80 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
All right, we're back for the fourth and final hour of the program. Daniel Murphy in studio with us, the Murphy Power Hour. Dan Hicken back from kidney boulders. I guess they haven't passed yet, though? Or?
No. Kidney watch.
Did I break any HIPAA laws or rules or regulations? I wasn't sure how far to go in sharing with the audience your distress.
9 o'clock nasty.
I hinted that perhaps there were kidney stones. I don't know. It was a lucky guess. I'm going to give you guys a date, and you're going to have to tell me over or under.
Okay.
Daniel, you have to play. It's mean-spirited, and I know sometimes you don't like messing with the moneymaker.
Mm-hmm. Did we ever do the most underrated player in baseball?
We'll do that here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a date.
Underrated or overrated? Sorry.
Underrated.
I'm going to give you the.
Overrated.
I'm going to give you the. I'm going to give you an over/under date. Mm-hmm. Then you're going to have to play the over, the under, and then I'll tell you what the actual over/under is. So today is June 12, 2024. I'm going to put the over/under date. August 12th, 2025. August 12th, 2025. That's the over/under date for a certain athlete to have a physical setback. What is the over/under date? I have a baseball player projected for his physical setback on October 12th, August. August the 12th, 2025.
Baseball player?
Yeah,
Next
baseball
year.
player. Yeah. Well, yeah. So basically, 14 months from now will be the physical distress date for this baseball player. I'm putting the over. You can play the over or the under, but understand this: the distress will come.
Are we supposed to guess who it is?
Yeah. What is the distress? And it'll make sense. I mean, I'm flying cold with no hints,
Yeah.
but it'll make total sense. This distress for this player will come. Now, you can't predict an ACL injury for Giancarlo Stanton or a hip flexor for Austin Riley. But I'm telling you, this player, this really good player,
Garrett Cole.
good, right neighborhood, wrong street.
Pitcher.
Pitcher. August 12th, 2025 is the over/under date for when we learn Paul Skenes will have Tommy John surgery. That's the date. It's coming. So it's simply a matter of playing over or under.
I'll take
it's
the
not
over.
It's not an if or then or when. It's just a matter of.
Unfortunately, in the
I think he's had it already, hasn't he, Dan, or no?
I don't know.
I thought that was the story around Skenes before last year's.
He's already had one.
I don't know for sure. I do not know that for sure. I know Spencer Strider's just had his second. Skenes is Strider. He's got a little better form, probably. Probably not quite
Skenes
as.
is way bigger than Strider. Skenes because
You mean as a physical
no,
person?
the way he's arrived in Major League Baseball because of Strider came out of nowhere. Skenes is like a.
I'm talking about Phil's skill set. I'm not talking about impression.
Skenes is like Doc Gooden, Jeff. Skenes is like once in a generation guy right now. Everybody's going to see him.
Strider is doing all these things, Hick. That's not. I'm not saying he's a first round pick. Strider is historic. strikeout level.
What's the most innings he's
Strider
thrown in a start so far? 6?
Yeah, it's a different world too. That might be part of it. I mean,
6. I mean, I'm not saying like it's good work you're doing.
Strasburg was another guy who came up with that.
Yes.
I'm talking about guys who come up with this.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the physical ability. I'm not talking about how they arrive. He's the number 1 pick overall. Obviously, he's always been a tremendous prospect. But Spencer Strider got there quick now. Mm-hmm. He didn't toil. I mean, he quickly showed them what they had and came up and just what now?
Was Strider a first-round pick?
I think he was a second or third round pick, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah. Out of Clemson? Is that where he went? Did I dream that?
I have no idea where Strider went.
We're getting
Strider's Clemson. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Lost to the Gators this weekend, huh?
Yes, they did.
How about that catch that guy made?
Oh,
he aired it out.
God.
What a play. Gave
What's
a
a good
kiss
WAR
to that
for
wall.
a pitcher? How do they come up with that over your win-loss and your ERA, I wonder?
Availability is the first one.
It's like a 3 or 4. Is that about as high as they go?
Yeah, so Major League average used to be, like, if you were able to grab 2 wins above replacement, you were considered an average Major League player. Remember my brother telling me that. And
At a pitcher, or is that anyone?
Anyone. And I went and looked, and I was like, I was right at, like, 2. And I was like, oh, man.
I think 2 is a little better than, I think, in that what WAR means you're average? I mean, that's what it is. You're
like,
better.
0, like, a 0 is if you had a team, each team starts with like 50 wins to begin with. So like a 4A player, if you were to just run a ball club of 4A guys out there, you would win 50 games. So anything above that is kind of starting at 0. So 2 would get you 2 more than just not an average major leaguer, but someone that you think that you can readily find.
If you're the GM of the Pirates, would you try to sign Paul Skenes right now?
Yeah, why not?
Did he play all the years, Hick? And is he older, or did he
transfer? He was
Air Force.
Air Force, yeah.
So like
very nice
if or when, I don't mean to be morose.
46 Ks in 33 innings. Yeah,
this is why I liked Yamamoto so much because he's probably gonna break, and then he's still young enough that he can rehab and still get production on the back end. So you get it on the front end and the back end.
This guy has star quality about him because he's so big, and I mean, Skenes kid.
Oh yeah.
If I were the Pirates, I would be. This is our guy. This is the guy that we can ride to a championship.
Yeah, you go try. I
they got that other kid, Jarrett Jones, who throws a hundo.
Really good.
So, I mean, you got those 2 guys. If I'm Pittsburgh,
I would be angry if I saw the Pirates considered to be in the seller category at the trade deadline. I would be ticked off if I were a Pirate fan. You finally got some young talent. You finally, a couple pitchers. You can hang around in that division.
Yeah.
That division don't scare you to death.
Yeah. When have the Pirates not been sellers in the last 30 years?
Well, same with the Rays. Somehow they win.
Skenes 6'6", 235.
He is big.
Ooh. Made his major league debut about the same age as Strasburg. Would you if you're Paul Skenes, would you take a Strasburg career right now? He had a lot of injuries, huh?
You probably want to play longer and more healthy. You want to play, right? You want to have fun.
I mean, you like the bag that Strauss got, but you like to play a little bit more. I wouldn't.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, I don't know, man. This guy's got potential to be like appointment television when he's pitching. You know, like if he gives me 3 more good starts, I might let him trot out and start the National League All-Stars. Might let him start on the bump. How about that?
A little Matt Harvey style, Dark Knight, City Field.
Does it happen to be in Pittsburgh? I don't know where it is this year.
That's Cy Young we didn't want to get from give to Blake Snell last year. We ought to get in a car and drive out to San Francisco and just take that sucker back. What a fraud this dude is. Good Lord. What do we become giving a guy that didn't go 6 innings the whole freaking season? We give him the Cy Young Award. Good grief, man. Oof. 0-3, 9.51. Not a good investment for those guys.
Even in 85, Doc threw 16 complete games. In 85. When
That's
he was
all right.
24-4 with a 1.5 ERA.
Don't worry. Lads these days work at least 2/3 of the game, right?
276 innings.
Yeah.
268 Ks.
Oof. Doc knew how to throw his punch over and over again. Look at all that
8
work.
shutouts.
Ooh.
That's some number. That's 1985. It's a long time ago, though.
We talk. Just being born.
Yeah.
Has throwing 100 gotten cheap, Daniel? Does it even scare a major leaguer anymore?
No, I don't. I think you get more used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if
when
I
you
was
played, you might have one guy throw 95 on the other team. Now the whole bullpen throws 95.
I'm not archaic. It was 92 and change when I got to the big leagues, and it was flirting with like 94ish when I was leaving.
Average.
Yeah.
Or the peak. Yeah.
And so, like, I would say that when I first got there, when you were seeing like Ubaldo Jimenez, a starter who could go and grab 98, 99 like that was unique. You were going to get a couple of those in the bullpen. To see it now on such a consistent basis, the velocity, but these players now are seeing it from amateur. Like you're out on the travel ball circuit right now, guys are throwing 96, 97 to you.
With movement, stuff that when, years ago that you didn't see.
I disagree a little bit that nobody throws the fadeaway anymore. Nobody throws a screwball. So.
This is where I out-GM'd you in the offseason, Murph. I've been meaning to tell you this because you said he strikes out too much. And I told you this is the guy we needed to sign to get us the bat.
Okay.
Plays for the Dodgers.
Oh, the outfielder?
Teoscar.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you?
You think
you see him tearing it up in L.A.?
You think he'd be doing the same thing in the middle of your lineup
right
now?
Settle down. Settle down.
It's the he's got maybe a few more holes open out there with people.
I was looking at this projected. Boy, I tell you what.
Do we ever get to the overrated MLB?
We're gonna. I was looking at this National League starting outfield, and I know they're having good years, but somehow Yerkes and Profar, Christian Yelich, and Fernando Tatis don't exactly add up to Soto and Judge. And
no.
Then you throw, I guess, Kyle Tucker in there because he had all those home runs before he got hurt.
That's the outfield right now, huh? Jerkson's having.
Yeah, he's having a great year, but I mean,
it just seems a bit miscast in there.
Is he the puncher? Yerkes and Profar, is he the guy that throws fists every now and then, or no?
No,
else?
That he's with the White Sox right now. It's not Tommy Pham you're thinking.
No,
about,
I'm not thinking of Tommy.
You're not thinking Tommy.
Didn't Profar throw a big in the dust up at the?
Oh, Tommy looked for a little action the other day with
Contreras,
former Brave, right?
They were showing Royals Yankees in the 70s or 80s. Willie Randolph.
Is he trying to turn like a double play?
Yeah, I mean that guy.
Game.
He took him out 10 feet past second base.
You say that. I was with Mookie Wilson, Mickey Morandini, and Mel. Oh, I forget now. He's with the Phillies off to maybe Mel Thompson. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, but they were talking about busting up double plays at second base. Ooh, different game, different way to look at it when they would talk about their eyes light up a little bit. I'm gonna drag you into left field.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, they would take him way past the base.
Well, if you bust the double play up, your teammate gets another turn at bat.
Sure.
We only get 27 of these things.
Get you.
And so,
all right, you guessed the most overrated player in baseball. These are big leaguers. 59 responses from the
Austin Riley.
No.
Ozzie Albies.
I guess Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm.
Sean Murphy.
Shout out, E. Your guy.
Yeah, my dog Jazz.
Yeah, he's overrated.
Well, it
apparently,
being on
apparently
the cover
all
of
sizzle, no steak, E.T. That's what you've...
the cover of the video game
the
puts
boys
him out
were sizzling last night.
You settle down.
Yeah.
He's coming to get you right now.
Did you check the box score for the first time this month? What are you even talking about?
Hey, you settle down.
By the way, did you see, and again, as a former big league outfielder, Murph.
Oh, dear. That was a short-lived step. Yeah, go ahead.
Musical chairs out there.
Bader's got a beat on the ball in center.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to catch that. Now, Nimmo got in his way, though.
He sure
Is
did.
that on Nimmo?
It sure looked like Brandon whispered in his
That's
ear
what
before
I
he went
thought.
for
I'm like,
it.
Nimmo, back off, dude.
So if I'll tell you how I would have played that in left field the brief time I
you
was
would
out
have let
there.
center fielder handle it.
It would have gone up, and you would have immediately heard, "Go get it, Harrison!" And then as I was ushering close to him, he'd hear it again. Go get it. You got room. Because I wasn't going to. But Brandon got in there closer because as Bader went to go secure it, you could see him give a little look, and then he.
Bader messed one up. It's totally off the subject. He messed one up against us.
He's been good for us.
He was going back to the wall, and it was a ball that could have been caught, and he got all sideways. I don't remember the exact.
Jazz Chisholm, the most overrated player in baseball. Anthony Rendon, second.
How can Rendon be overrated? You have to play to be rated.
Carlos Correa.
I know that's your guy. Oh, this guy's the poster.
Carlos Correa.
I can see that one.
Tim Anderson.
Yeah, that's not fair. That guy's a 50 now. I mean,
Jack Flaherty.
You got to give me his. He's not. Here's the problem with Anderson. He's not overrated. He's not highly rated. Is he?
It feels so heartless when you start sending these names.
I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like they're giving the list of players they don't like. That's what it sounds like to me.
The Correa one, I kind of understand because he was okay last year. He's just
How can Tim Anderson be overrated? He's not rated. Anyone think Tim Anderson's any good?
Batting title and an All-Star game on the CV.
But don't you have to be thought of highly to be overrated? I mean,
WBC last year, like he's famous. I would say he's famous.
All right. If you ask me to name, 50 players, Tim Anderson wouldn't show up.
Okay,
that's what I mean.
And the rest, these guys only got 2 votes, obviously, to get 3.
Any Braves or Mets on the list?
Alonso, 3.3%. Bellinger, 3.3. Bregman, 3.3. Ellie De La Cruz, 3.3. Machado, 3.3. Snell, 3.3. And then guys who got 1 vote.
Blake Snell's only 3.3.
Yeah. Javi Baez got a vote. Chris Bryant got a vote.
Again, Chris Bryant, there is no expectation.
John Carlos Stanton got a vote. Spencer Strider got a vote. Marcus Stroman got a vote. That's just 1 vote.
No,
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
those
just
guys.
one.
I don't like
That's
that guy.
or that's some hitter that went 3 for 4 off a Strider. He doesn't seem that good to me.
Yeah.
Et, are you behind this headline that I see, a New York City headline on the New York Post? Are you behind this?
Which one?
Dateline today, New York City Post.
Oh.
Or New York Post. Waitress fired for posting viral video of man dining with a blow-up doll.
Oh, dear.
That didn't have anything to do with you and Destiny, did it? If I look at this, I'm not going to see a picture of Destiny at the bottom of the St. John's, am I?
You might. That might be Destiny. I don't know where she at, man.
A waitress fired for posting viral video of man dining with. If you dine with a blow-up doll, the waitress should be allowed to post, and you certainly shouldn't be fired for posting it. In fact, with all due respect to whoever let you take Destiny in, I'm not sure if I'm running a restaurant if I let a dude dine with a blow-up doll to begin with. Just a thought.
I think she should have lost her work over it. That's tough.
Of course you're going to post it. Look at this freak with the blow-up doll, gang.
Yeah. Shouldn't lose it.
Oh, I'm unfriendly. I'm sorry to the blow-up doll diners from this point forward. I
said Skenes was so dominant he got a standing ovation from the opposing fans last
By
night.
the way, I used to think of St. Louis was a great baseball town. I now think it's the worst. If you gave a standing ovation to the opponent.
That happened in the NBA recently, something like that.
Oh, stop it, E.
The Cardinals in the Midwest, they do like to stand up and cheer,
They do.
even if it's for the other team.
They do.
They haven't had as much to cheer for their ball club this year as they're used to. So, I think because they've given us before on a good play, they would clap for you on the way off the field. It's very pleasant.
I look forward to my time there. It's a good time. All right, let's take a break. We'll keep it rolling right here on the Drew and Murphy Power Hour, brought to you by ITP Partners.
Want more Jags? Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. Looking for more in-depth coverage of the Gators? Subscribe to the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel. Need your FSU fix? Well, subscribe to the 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel. Your favorite team, one specific location.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Okay, men, if you're battling fatigue, chronic pain, waning sex drive, performance, any and all, they are fixable, I'm telling you. Doc Busey at Integra Concierge Medicine has the hormonal treatment to get you back to the good old days. Contact them today.
Celebrate Father's Day this year at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, featuring the Callaway AI Smoke Woods and Irons. Now receive 2 times trade-in value towards any Callaway AI Smoke clubs. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. Now $50 off. Shop with us this Father's Day in store or online. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Hey, couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's how you're treated when you go over to that beautiful showroom right off Atlantic Boulevard. Check in on our friend Justin Moore, by the way. He's down in the dumps. Edmonton's lost 2 straight to the Panthers. Make sure he's okay, by the way. But whether you want a car, truck, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. I, of course, have the beautiful blue Silverado. Oh, you're my boy, Blue. I love him. Can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard? Don't worry. MooreChevy.com. So easy to navigate. And vehicles, sales, service, parts, it's never been more easy to use. I can't say enough about the service over there. Had the oil changed on my boy Blue. They did a great job. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Bold City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the bold difference. Visit boldcityac.com to schedule your service appointment. boldcityac.com.
Prosser here, and if you are one of the ones that looks at your backyard area living space and thinks, wow, it needs an upgrade, Lifetime Enclosures is having a huge open house sale for Father's Day this Saturday, 10 to 3. Anything from glass or screen enclosures to full-on lanais and flooring, all in one place. The place you want to watch sports, enjoy your backyard, and just hang out could be so much better with Lifetime Enclosures. Come on out to Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Point this Saturday from 10 to 3. You won't regret it.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL keeps you company with sports takes and local talk.
Well, then that's exactly what we'll do.
Saturday from noon to 2.
Got any ideas who this mystery man might be?
It's Compton and Company.
What if word about this gets out?
On 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best products and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Hey, cataracts are the leading cause of vision loss in the United States and blindness worldwide. That's why I'm here telling you about Bao Nye and Associates. June is Cataract Awareness Month. Cataracts are a condition that causes the eye's lens to become cloudy, which can block or change the way light passes through the eye. Bao Nye is here to take care of you or someone you know are experiencing faded colors, intensified brightness to light, or poor night vision. Call or visit BaoNye.com to schedule your consultation. Bao Nye and Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. While we've earned the reputation as North Florida and South Georgia's preeminent official Rolex jeweler, it's important to point out that at Underwoods we carry other watches too. We start with Seiko, the most reliable, serviceable watch made for under $500. And they've started making jeweled, self-winding watches again, and sports watches you'd have to see to believe. Next we have Tavan, the Swiss-made ladies and men's and dress and sport watches, and they start at $575. Another name we carry is Tudor, inspired by Rolex with the same founder and owner, the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. And their sport watches and chronographs are the rage in Swiss timekeeping, with new in-house watch movements and exciting new model introductions every year. So if you're interested in watches, we have what you want at Underwoods, and all of our watches carry a 5-year warranty. At Underwoods, in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss Premier League clubs, Wolves and West Ham in Jacksonville for the Stateside Cup, July 27th at Everbank Stadium. Tickets as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back on the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
A all rewards path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your Awaken 180 results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. No risk, but every reward. With the solution for weight loss, Awaken180weightloss.com.
Andrew Gibson here, sports fans, and the next time you're driving by Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard, why not stop in and smell the roses? Kuhn Flowers has totally changed the face of their store inside and out. Send someone you love a floral arrangement today from Kuhn Flowers.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
He's hit. Francoeur 1 for 3 tonight. Drove in a couple of runs. That's off the pitcher's foot. Murphy snags it. The backhand flip. And he's out. Oh, wow!
Sit down, Frenchie. Go sit down. Right turn. Make your right turn. Talk to Larry Boa in there. He yelled at me that game too, I think. So he's going to put one in my ribs.
Eyes in the back of his head.
Damn it, Gary. If you just treated Murph like that, more.
I love I love when we reference something and then we come back with it just a little bit later. Taylor Dahl unleashed a stat on me that I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, one of my faves here at 1010XL, I'm sorry to everyone else that I put a hierarchy in, is Taylor Dahl.
Okay.
She told me a stat here in the break as a Cubs fan that I just find hard to believe, to the point that I'm a little scared to make it the Shazam Spotlight for fear that it won't. Oh. Okay. I told her, I put a little pressure on her, and she's just texting me. She's texting me an update to the stat. So it's still cool. This was the initial stat that she told me. 17 times this year, Cubs pitchers starting pitching has allowed 0 runs, and 17 times the Cubs have lost the game. That seems unreal. She's given me the updated stat, which is still pretty amazing. 17 times this year, Cubs starters have given up 0 runs. 14 times they've lost the game.
Oh, wow.
You want to talk about a bullpen being sorry.
Oof. Not scoring any runs either.
You right?
That's not good.
Yeah, we commiserated in the break. The Cubs and Braves are having similar life experiences these days.
Doug Peterson meeting with the media as they wrap up and break now for the summer. The message is to continue to work out, run, and review the information from this offseason so that when they come back, they're ready to go for training camp. He did say, according to John Shipley, they're looking to fill wide receiver roles when asked about a report of Akeem Butler working out. So what does that tell you about the wide receivers they have?
Well, Akeem Butler had a good spring football season. Last year, he was all XFL. This year, he's in the USFL. Recently named the Offensive Player of the Year, 45 catches, 652 yards, 5 touchdowns. He plays in the title game this weekend if you want to watch. He'll take on San Antonio. So I assume he's not here for minicamp, seeing that he has a game this week, but it's a name to be on the lookout for. Is that what he's saying?
He said they
Did he literally bring him in? I guess, is that what a UFL player does? He plays a game on Saturday, flies to an NFL city, works out, and then goes back? And you have that freedom if you're in that league?
Yeah. You have.
That's got to be probably one of the incentives.
Well, I'm just thinking about I know you're playing a team sport. You're playing your Super Bowl this weekend, and I guess.
But it tells me, man, that.
Yeah, they're not good enough at that position.
Yeah.
Well, the returning production at that position is sparse.
Kirk Davis and the rookie, and
that's it.
And you're going to feed me Parker Washington and Tim Jones and Devin Duvernay and Elijah Cooks.
No, I'm not.
Same names as last year.
Yeah, I'm not feeding you those guys at all.
We need some guys to step
How
up.
about Juice Landry?
Yeah, Juice is gone, man.
Juice got squeezed.
Dang.
Juice came in, said, I like Brian Thomas Jr., and then I'm out.
Juice was a big story for one day during OTA. He got one interview, right?
Pretty much.
Tough to come off the couch.
It's tough.
It's difficult.
And injuries, too. I mean,
I'm sure he felt great when he was moving around because he probably hadn't gotten cracked in a year, but, man, those guys are just too fast. And unless they're chasing you, you ain't fast enough.
So, Murph, we're about is it clear to you? I mean, would you make any is there any team that you've seen? Take a look at the standings. Is there any team that you've seen in ball that you think has a second half run in them? I mean, it's
well, you'd have to be looking at disappointments.
We talk National League. We're talking Phillies. We're talking Dodgers. We're talking the Braves are hanging in there. They'll make it, but I mean, it's Phillies and Dodgers. Maybe the Brew Crew is surprised. I think
they're going to run out of gas.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I just don't think Milwaukee doesn't ever add enough.
But the division's so terrible. I mean, they got a 6.5 game lead. There's no one over 500 besides Milwaukee.
They're up 6.5 right now.
Up 6.5 on the Pirates. Now but the reality is all 4 teams are right there together. Reds, Pirates, Cubs, Cardinals, all the same record.
Still think Texas or Houston can catch Seattle?
I like Texas. I still like Texas with some of their
some of their guys back.
They'll get healthy and they'll make a move as
well. They're 6.5 back, still under 5. There's a lot of good teams under 500.
Seattle should, as well as they're playing.
I think the surprise team in baseball has got to be the Guardians
or the Royals. Oh, they're even worse. I mean, the Guardians at least have some DNA. The Royals have stunk since they beat y'all in the World Series.
Easy. Yeah, it's true.
39-29. The Guardians are 43-22.
I saw that.
I mean, who do they have?
I'll tell you who's a better
Naylor brothers.
that Naylor, the chubbier one, dude. Is he the catcher?
First baseman, I think.
Yeah, that dude's a dog, man.
Jose Ramirez is the guy.
Hosey's the ringer. Sorry, forgive me.
And he's such a strange guy. Is he as short as he looks?
Mm-hmm. Platoon advantage, always.
Yeah, righty, lefty. Yeah, he's a good player, man. Yeah. They almost traded him either last year or a couple years.
They did.
Thought
when
about
he was at the end of that deal he had.
Yeah,
I don't know
good
if
thing they didn't.
Yeah. that
Indians got a good club, man. They got good DNA. Even when they're not, I like teams that even when they're not good, they surprise you and they're better than you think they are.
makes you want like.
And that's a relatively new phenomenon. They were awful when we were growing up.
Francona got in there, and then now because they got the new skipper Stephen Voigt, Francona. did
Voigt
a
played
really
for
good
them,
job
didn't
there.
he? Voigt played for someone.
I think he played for everyone, just a bit. Stephen.
Was he with Washington with you?
We didn't know not together. No, I think Oakland's for sure. San Francisco, both Bay Areas. Arizona for a bit. Like he's been around.
Do we want to see what's trending or headlines, or what are we just going to ride it out, Hick? What do you
I
got?
can do some headlines if you want.
All right.
Be
Want to
glad
see-
to.
oh,
I've
New York
been
City.
here
It
a
was
lot.
perfect. Got a couple of New Yorkers here.
Yeah.
New York City headlines today brought to you by this headline. Men, get your health in order. Hassle-free doctor on demand. My doctor, Paul Bousset, with Integra Concierge Medicine. It's time to talk about feeling better. You can with just a bunch of unbelievable practices that he has over there. So from crippling allergies, low sex drive, chronic fatigue, you can find the cause, get your hormones in balance, and feel better soon. I do want to mention this, a board-certified family physician, but also expert in hormones and the testosterone and so many things that you think could be gone for good aren't. So set up your free consultation today at Integra Concierge Medicine.
Actual headlines from New York periodicals. Enraged and terrified, woman allegedly slugged by millionaire banker at Brooklyn Pride event says attacker was tornado of violence. Start spreading the news. Devastated, Brad Pitt sees Shiloh's name change as symbol of deeper estrangement. Report.
Because the one thing I thought would be just good, hearty, wholesome family values were the offspring that were adopted by Pitt and Jolie. I was sure that was going to have a nice, stable upbringing.
Comedian Rob Schneider slams a-hole Will Smith in scathing radio rant, hiding the fact who he really is.
Come on, man. If somebody's going to scathe Will Smith, I'm going to go ahead and say, which one was
Rob
it? Schneider? Is
Rob
that the Manimal? The Manimal's going after him?
Out of the rough, Rory McIlroy scraps plans for divorce in stunning about-face.
Made it ESPN.
Found out the grass isn't always greener.
Quite frankly, Joey Chestnut can't stomach surprise Nathan's hot dog eating contest ban.
We have a new leader for the dumbest league in the history of sports and how they're run, and that's Nathan's in Major League Eating telling Joey Chestnut he can't come to the Joey Chestnut Invitational, which means, 10, 12 people will be watching on 4th of July.
Rapper enchanting Gucci Mane's former protege dead at 26.
What happened?
Oh, man, Gucci's label, man, they're just falling apart.
Touching base, J-Lo goes shopping with Kiddo while Ben spends a day with ex-Jennifer Garner amid divorce rumors.
It's amazing that this is news. Like, there's stories about these things.
That
That's
boy
amazing.
moved fast.
No, that boy moves slow. And, middling.
Jason Kelsey suggests Travis Kelce-Taylor Swift connection will lead to a Kids' Choice win by a bleeping landslide.
That may be true about that, yeah.
They going strong,
Has
man.
Jason Kelsey got his, booth assignment yet? He should be writing to the broadcast booth.
No. No. Rock and roll. Taylor Swift's ex Maddie Healy sparks engagement rumors as model girlfriend flashes diamond ring.
It's a great time to be a celebrity, just obsessed. because-
Pleasure Palace, topless women, outdoor sex, and a mystery dungeon inside the wild parties at Sir Ivan Wilczek's Hamptons Castle.
Boy, Sir Ivan Wilczek's guy you need to
Stay
get to
out of
know.
there.
Send me that link.
Send me that link. He wants to know Dr. Isaac.
You heading up to the Hamptons? That's a wrap. Rapper Sexy Red busted over caught on video brawl at Newark Airport.
Sexy Red. What can you tell me about her?
Sexy Red.
What a role model.
Sexy Red. I like the name.
No. Mystery Edmonton Oilers fan who flashed the stands breaks her silence.
Oh, I see that
She
video.
broke the silence.
I know you did.
She broke the silence of a lot of hockey fans when she unleashed those boobies on
As
the
they
world.
say in hockey. Let's do that hockey.
They did the hockey.
Those aren't hockey pucks.
Fun bags.
Oh, my goodness. Oprah Winfrey hospitalized with stomach flu. Very serious, Gail King says.
So Oprah gets the flu, and it's news.
Yeah.
Like the
crazy.
Bambino getting a tummy ache.
Well, there you go. That's
Actual
today's
headlines.
That's today's
Them headlines was popping.
New York City headlines.
A lot of
Call
stuff there, Murph.
Integra Concierge Medicine. Set up your complimentary first appointment from low sex drive, muscle soreness, mental fatigue, allergies, chronic pain. Relief is waiting. Get to know my doctor, your doctor, Paul Boussaint at IntegraConciergeMedicine.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get recruiting tips and advice from area coaches, pros, athletes, and their parents. Plus better ways to train as B3 bettors Jerry and Sanders and A.D. Roberts host the Amateur's Edge Show. Saturday from 11 to noon on 1010XL.
All right, sports fans, Hicken here. I want to talk skin. Me, myself, and I at Beaches Dermatology remind you, you got to wear that sunscreen, man. Look, it's summertime. It's hot. The oven is on. You'll fry up in just a minute or two out there. So if you're, heading to the golf course, you're going to the beach, you're watching your kids play, put on the screen, man. You don't want to go visit Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, but if you have to, they'll take great care of you. They've been taking great care of me for decades now. I've gone through many things with Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, and, man, they have helped me out in numerous ways. So here's what you do. Any concerns right now on that body, give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget, and I'm still buzzing over that incredible win by the Florida Gators over Clemson to get to the College World Series. What a gutty effort by both teams. Clemson has a really good program, but this Gator team was left for dead, barely got into the tournament, and boy, they're going to be a tough out at Omaha. Congratulations to Sully. Congratulations to Jack Caglione and so many good players with that Florida Gator baseball team. Keep an eye on them when they go to Omaha. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealers. It's time for Bravo Rama at Nimnik Buick GMC. Frank Frangie here. Find your next vehicle with Car Bravo, a better way to shop certified used vehicles online with transparent pricing. Save big this month with $1,000 customer cash on Car Bravo certified light-duty full-size pickup trucks and 0% APR. That's right, 0% on select Car Bravo certified vehicles. Get it all at Nimnik. Your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Vaughn's Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Vaughn's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air.
Dang, missed the ball, broke the tee. No worries, I'll just go to golf-t-repair.com and get these babies fixed. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive apparel designed by Jacksonville for local golfers. golf-t-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for golf stuff.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. ShootersJacks.com.
This day in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 12, 1991, in the NBA Finals, the Chicago Bulls beat the LA Lakers in Game 5 for their first of 3 straight titles.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterboyJAX.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Yeah, everybody's cooling down today. What are you cooling down from there, Jeffrey?
Oh, I'm just you guys. All this baseball talk is got my blood boiling on the Braves. So I just happened. I'll cool down on this. I jumped just off the presses. What each team needs to do heading into the trade deadline. But as part of that, they give the average on whether or not they'll be their average number of wins, percentage of making the playoffs, and even with this skid that included another loss last night to the Orioles, the Braves still are projected to win 92 games, make the playoffs 94.5% of the time, and still an 8% chance to win it all. So we'll see. I'm going to cool off on my. I knew I wouldn't be able to do it. I told you I'm not going to get invested in the regular season this year with the Braves. I'm tired of doing it. I get invested, I chase greatness, and then as a top seed you lose. And I now they've circled and stabbed me in the back from behind.
Is that what they did?
Maybe it's
because you weren't chasing.
Well, no, it was the reason
you weren't on board with it.
I wasn't going to pay any attention because right now we were going to be 42-21, and it wouldn't mean anything until October. Now I look up, and we're trying to hold off the Mets for the wild card.
I don't think that's
I don't know if
a
you have to worry about it.
situation.
Well.
Yeah, I'm still a little miffed about this.
And this is unacceptable, by the way. I'm not going to say it out loud. You see anything wrong with that?
Oh my goodness.
God, that's just unacceptable, dude.
Well, I mean, if you're holding it up, you can show it to those folks.
I don't want to. Again, often the people that are in charge of this aren't the people who are doing the writing or the putting together. But, well, I mean, front page headline of TU Sports: quarterback Allen ready to play with Armstead, and he's actually our best player, and he's a defensive end, Josh Allen, not a quarterback. Maybe AI spit out the Bills, Josh Allen. I don't know, and I definitely don't hold this against Demetrius or Frenny or Smitter. They're all way smarter than this, but yeah, whoever's in charge of the pamphlet headline, quarterback Allen ready to play with Armstead.
Yeah, I'm still a little miffed over this Jack Caglione not getting a Golden Spikes award. I mean, I think that's like the Heisman Trophy. I don't know how you can miss it that badly. He clearly was one of the three best players. Like I said, I don't care if he won it, but he should have been one of the three finalists. The guy hit 33 home runs, hit over 400, struck out on. Had more home runs than strikeouts.
The 2 years
that's a little odd, isn't it?
He's also
odd. Is that we look at that and go, that's kind of impressive.
We should put him as one of the best players.
Yeah,
he's one, and look, I think this is one of those situations where it matters that it can almost be a 2-year conglomerate. Like he missed out last year. They had Langford. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this guy did it 2 years in a row. He should definitely be able to at least say I was a Golden Spikes finalist. It really is amazing.
Yeah, I would think so. But anyway, Florida plays Texas A&M Saturday at
7 Eastern.
Is it all
Florida-
SEC, ACC, Omaha?
Oh, it's big
4
time.
and 4.
Big time.
I wish they could. I know they can't because you got to go by the way the seeds are set. But I wish they would just put an ACC, SEC, all 4 matchups.
I kind of want to see Florida State and Florida hook up out there.
Well, they're on the opposite side.
They have before.
Yeah.
They have before many times.
FSU. Well, the actual final, he's saying.
Just
they're
I
on the
wanted it in
opposite
general.
side.
I haven't seen
yeah.
it yet, so they've stacked it up and they would
Tennessee's
meet
the
in
number
final.
1 seed. That's who FSU plays. And what happened? Wasn't Tennessee kind of struggling early, Hick? Didn't we talk about Tennessee like either being down or no?
I just think Kentucky was so good. Kentucky was the dominant team in the SEC this year, but Tennessee
They gave the top seed.
was pretty good all year, and they're very talented. It'll be interesting. It's a wide. It really is wide. I mean, Florida probably be the 8th, and Vegas probably be the 8th choice. And
I don't
really,
know.
it's all gravy here for the Gators. I mean, the number 8 FSU's the 8th seed, and they made it. They're higher seeded than Florida, but they swept the Gators this year.
If Florida were, I just looked at. I was thinking about this. Look at the experience Florida has against that field.
Oh yeah, they played all.
All 3 of the SEC teams they played 4 times, or 3 times. FSU they played 4 times. I mean, they've got some big boy experience against. Did they play North Carolina or Virginia or NC State?
No.
By the way, kudos to NC State.
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
4 in College
Going to
World
Georgia.
Series.
Yeah.
Going to Georgia.
Not many. No other team can claim that.
Played my last college game on that field in Georgia. It's a nice setting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Foley
nice.
Field. Yeah.
They didn't have They didn't have any of the frat guys out there. No, there weren't any parties going on for our regional.
They have.
You got to go to a regional your last year.
Yeah.
at JU.
So yes, my last year, Florida, Georgia was the 1, Florida State the 2, we were the 3, and Sacred Heart the 4.
How did it go?
We beat Sacred Heart the 4 like we should have, and got smacked around by the other 2.
Gotcha.
It wasn't 0 for 2 in a barbecue.
No, we did. We got a W.
Got
We
a
played
dub.
our 3 ball games.
Atta baby.
Uh-huh.
Atta baby.
1 for 2 and a extra left shoe.
Lost to Florida State, beat Sacred Heart, lost to Georgia.
Okay.
Start your professional career.
We're moving on.
See you when I
See
see
you,
you.
boys.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
See you
coming
on
in,
the cover.
Murph. Always
I'll
good
see
to see you, man.
I'll see you
Enjoyed
boys
it.
on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I'm out of here.
I don't know about that. This just won't be my last game, hopefully.
Yeah, well, it proved not to be. All right, that's the Murphy Power Hour. As always, much appreciated. It's been a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Stick around. Jaguars Today is coming up next.
The Drill on 10